Glitchedd, and all of their commentators. So if we want to go ahead and swap over to that, y'all could get started and tell us who you are and tell us about this run that you're excited to do.
All right. So I'm Glitchedd. I've been running Kingdom Hearts for the past 4 years, going on 5 now. But the thing about me is I've been running the PS2 original version. So this isn't Final Mix. This is the granddaddy, the OG KH1. So it's been a lot of grind getting to this point. I'm super happy to showcase this game at GDQ for the first time, I believe. I don't think it's been in the event prior, but yeah, it's a trip. It's totally different from Final Mix, which is what most people are used to seeing from Kingdom Hearts speedruns, especially beginner. This game does not have beginner. It only has normal and expert. So yeah, I'm really excited to showcase it for you guys.
I feel like I missed the memo that it's only normal and expert.
Yep, no
real?
beginner. Yeah, back in the day, you know, they didn't give you the option. It was just like, well, the very first version only had no difficulty. You just start the game and it starts. But this is the English one, not the Japanese version, and they added the 2 distinctions. So normal is pretty standard. It kind of is closest to the Final Mix difficulty of Final Mix, which is also called standard. And expert is closer to proud, but it is a lot different in how it functions as well as most of the game in general being a lot different with the way abilities are balanced, how your stat progression works, things like that. Totally different game.
And then who do you have on your couch with you this fine evening?
So I have Ninten and Wyatt. So these two are very talented Kingdom Hearts runners as well, great commentators. And Ninten and I just went back and forth practicing expert and grinding that. So Ninten, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Ninten. I've been mainly running the HD ports, but yeah, as Glitch mentioned, I did dabble into this run and expert mode. Expert is an insanely difficult category, so it'd be really cool if you're able to hit that incentive right now. And and we're also joined by Wyatt.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm Wyatt. I've been running this game since like 2014, so I've played like every version imaginable, whether it be like PS2, PS3, PS5. So this should be a fun time.
I have the faith that it's going to be the most fun time. But before we get into that, I want to give an important update to the chat. Chat. It appears that we have just broke $27,000 raised for Race Forward.
Yo, let's go.
Here we go.
We have raised $27,000 for Race Forward. Now, I do want to ask y'all a couple of questions really fast before we get started. So you kind of already touched on this a little bit. What made y'all decide that Kingdom Hearts was the games that y'all wanted to run?
So for me, this was just probably the ultimate childhood game for me. I'm from Florida. I've always said it, this game is super Florida coded. Like, you start on the beach, you got your homies with you, you're kind of chilling on the island. I don't know, something about that like connected with me super well as a little 5-year-old child. And I just did not stop playing this game all the way into my teenage years and my adulthood. Before I even speedran it, I just never put it down. So I got into speedrunning from a different game, Dark Cloud, if anyone knows that. And after a while,
that's a great reference.
Yeah, that was my first speed game. I love that game to death too. But after that, I was like, you know what? Let me try Kingdom Hearts. But I didn't have a PS3, 4, 5, none of that. I was like, I got my OG PS2 and that's it. So yeah, I just started with this game about 4 years ago, and it was addicting. It was so much fun. It was really rewarding to get good at, and I just never put it down. So what about you guys?
Yeah, for me, I've been around actually for about 10 years now. I watched Kingdom Hearts 2 original run, and that's what I started with, was the original Kingdom Hearts 2. And then just from there, I kept playing the new ports and just staying in the community, because the community is super awesome for this game.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar for me. I saw like a Kingdom Hearts 2 run like 10 years ago, and then it's been history since.
All right, excellent. And then I wanted to ask as well, like, how do we come about the cutscene remover? Because as someone who has played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, them cutscenes be long. So how did we come about that? And how did we actually get it added into the game so that you could cut down on some of that time?
Yeah, so that's a pretty interesting story. We've been wanting that for this game for so long, but a member of the community, SH2 Luck, he's also really well known for finding out a bunch of stuff about RNG manip and Silent Hill 2. Really talented modder. He got to this game, and he's also a fan of the original ports. And he decided, you know what, I'm going to check and see if there's a way that I can mod in a cutscene skip. He had watched a video about like Final Mix's debug menu, and he saw that there was like a separate function for skipping cutscenes in that. So he kind of cross-referenced the code from the PC version to the original PS2 ports, and he actually found that the code for skipping cutscenes was in this game all along. So the original, like, non-modified version, you can't skip the cutscenes at all. If you pause, it's just a pause screen. And yeah, after kind of messing around, looking through the code, he figured out that it was always here, and it has its own unique loading screen and everything. So he kind of tweaked it. It was unfinished. He added like the finishing bits of the code to kind of make it work, and compiled it all into one working version that lets us run this on console or PC, whichever way we'd like to do it. So I like to run it on the original PS2 version, and it's really dope that we can actually do that, because a lot of these mods are usually PC only.
I was going to ask about that too, because you're not on PC, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah, so I'm on the PS2, like the actual hardware, the console. You can boot the mod through a USB drive, and through the USB, it kind of detects which version of the game you have in. So the cutscene skip mod works for all the PS2 versions, Japanese, English, and the original PS2 Final Mix. I like to run the original English version. So yeah, you just put the USB in, you boot up all the stuff you need to get into, and it'll pop up with a screen that kind of detects which version the game is in. And once it's detected, you get into this menu here, the start menu, and you can press select to toggle between manual cutscene skipping by pressing triangle to skip, or automatic. So we speedrun on automatic because it just kind of makes all the cutscene skips immediate. So yeah, that's basically the gist of how it works.
All right, so I have a monster size update though, because I got to get a couple of donations in. Very critical update that just happened here. So we are currently at $1,478.50 of the $1,500 needed for expert. I'm going to read out some donations. Chat, it's up to you. I believe in you.
Please
to
do.
get in that last $21.50. That's right. You have a math gay on the microphone. $21.50. We got those quick numbers coming at you. Let's go ahead and see who helped make this happen. We've got a $25 donation from Rarest with no comment. Thank you so much for your contribution. Another $25 donation from Anonymous. Thank you very much. We're not bringing that meme back, chat, so don't even try to. If you bring those comments back, my brain will actually shut down. We got some love for the runner. $5 from Master Wolf Austin saying, "Go Glitched. You've got this, man." We've got another $26 donation from Steven. "I've once seen Kingdom Hearts on a dance pad. Seeing another weird way to play. How can anyone pass this up? I don't know what a Riffmaster is, but it sounds fun." We just had a $10 donation come in from Cyan Amphibian. "Heavy breathing for possible expert upgrade. Less than 3. Thank you so much." We have a generous $500 donation from Uranium Anchor saying, "I was going to save this until tomorrow, but I just can't let this incentive go by. We need that Kingdom Heart expert mode." And we have another $50 donation from Aluinim? I might have butchered your name. I am so sorry, but I appreciate the support. But that being said, I think we can go ahead and get this show on the road, because you've got an expert mode game to play. Yeah?
Oh boy, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you all so much for donating to the cause and for the incentive. I've been grinding expert in the mountains for the past like 3 months for this moment. So thank you all. I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm already.
All right.
Well, I was going to say, that's going to be up to you to do the countdown.
Let's
I'm
do
just
it.
here to read the donation and be a moral support.
All right. Thank you, PT. I appreciate that. So I'll go ahead and count us down on go. 3. Oh, let me check. Okay. Audio. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Nope. That's fine.
Good
Don't worry
luck.
about it. Thank you,
Good
bro.
luck.
So we should talk about expert. So expert, like I said before, is a lot like proud mode. So anybody who's played this game, even Final Mix version casually, knows proud mode is very difficult. Expert is kind of like, I would say it's a little bit less difficult than PS2's proud, but it's definitely harder than Final Mix's proud. You don't have EXP 0, anything like that. So you can't really cheese any fights or anything. You get knocked out in 2 hits by the majority of the game. So you got to be on your toes this entire run.
Yeah, and
Alright.
I just wanted to comment on Glitch has been grinding this so hard the past few months, so it's fantastic we're able to show it off. This category is so hard.
So while you're loading that, and I want to get in on that too, again, as a Kingdom Hearts enjoyer, I want to remind chat as well that we did have a request out there for your favorite characters for Disney. So I do have a $10 donation from Old Bad Guy that says, Donald is my favorite KH character. Keep the support coming to Race Forward. And again, all of your donations are going to be going directly to Race Forward. They're combating systemic racism in multiple levels in the country, be it in education, be it in the housing sector, be it just in the criminal justice system. They're trying to tackle it all. Everything you donate is going to go directly towards them. So please help out Race Forward, make a better future for the Black community. The same ones that you're supporting right here on Games Done Quick as we speak.
Awesome stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and talk about the ability route that we're going to be taking in this run. So most people might be used to seeing players pick staff at the beginning of the run. So since this version doesn't give you the 8 power-ups that you would get from like beginner any percent, we actually start with the sword. So the sword is pretty much necessary to get us through this game because our strength is much lower. Like I said, we don't start with +8 off the bat. So we start with like 2 strength. So getting that sword gives us like a +1 strength at the beginning of the run that actually carries us quite far throughout the rest of the game. And right here, we're picking the ability or the level up route. So we're going to pick Friendship from Selfie since it has the least amount of text here. And then the first options from the other two. This will guarantee that we have the Dawn route. Dawn makes it to where you gain experience points faster at the beginning of the run, and then it starts to slow down after about level 50 or so. And conveniently, we end the run at around like 52. So it's perfect for getting good level ups and stat boosts throughout the run.
May I go ahead and drop off some donations real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Fantastic. I've got a $10 donation from Satan herself that says, I'm just staring at this aqua pendant and getting my $10 in for that 2-in-1 special with the KH expert mode. Don't mind me. And I have another $25 donation from Teephead. Hey, it doesn't take an expert to follow the storyline of Kingdom Hearts. Just remember, everyone is Sora.
True.
That's a deep cut for anybody who's played indie Kingdom Hearts games because we talk often in the community about how the storyline is a lot TM. It is a lot.
It is. It really is. I kind of lost track myself after 358 days. I was like, what is going on here, man? But it's cool. I mean, I still like it.
There's some fun stuff, sure. But there's also some weird stuff.
Definitely. All right.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead. No, you're the runner.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I was just going to say this is the first like major tutorial boss. We're actually going to do a death abuse here just to get knocked out because an expert, like I said, you take way more damage from enemies.
Real hard fight. We gotta die here.
Yeah. But yeah, from here on, it's just going to be a lot of like picking up little items to get ready to create the raft with the homies Riku and Kairi. We're just picking up some logs, some cloth, rope, coconuts, fish, all these little things that the kids think are going to help them survive a voyage overseas. So
they're going real far.
Yeah, they're gonna go about as far as 2 centimeters, but it's cool because the darkness comes soon. But yeah, we have plenty of time for donos and things at the moment. It's just a lot of kind of collecting and whatnot for now.
Oh, that's my bat signal right there. I love reading donations. I've got $10 here from Top Secret Fox. It took me a second. I was like, wait, that's an actual word. Kingdom Hearts brings back so many childhood memories. So happy to donate during this run for such a great cause. I've got a $10 donation here from Cersei that says, loving support for GDQ Back to Black 2025. Let's go.
Let's go.
And I've got a $5 donation here from The Magic Man. Such good runs. Let's keep going. Let's keep on keeping on.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. So right now we're finishing day 1. Destiny Islands is kind of split into 3 days. Day 1 is just collecting the first bits of the raft. Day 2, we're going to be collecting a few more things, mostly like food items and things like that. But afterwards, we're going to be Doing a race with Riku, we have to win the race just because losing it is slow. In other versions, you have to win the race because you get an item that you can sell for money. The money in this version, I'm pretty sure the Pretty Stone doesn't sell for as much. I think it's like 20 or 30, so it's not really necessary to win, but we're going to go fast. That's the whole point here. So we're going to beat Riku.
Yeah,
So-
and one thing I love about this run is the movement, because a lot of that is shown off here on Destiny Islands. So, like that day one movement there, where he's doing jumps, like there's one jump to a tree that you can miss and lose a couple of seconds to, and just stuff like that, where the movement optimization has come a long way.
Yeah, for sure. Like a lot of the little shortcuts to movement and things like that kind of really highlight the fact that Kingdom Hearts 1 is a platformer. The later Kingdom Hearts game kind of focused on the action aspect, the combat more so, but Kingdom Hearts 1 is heavily a platforming game.
Can I go ahead and cut in with some information about that Kingdom Hearts platforming game?
Absolutely, go for it.
All right, I've got a $9 donation from OctoBlizz that says, I'm giving what I can. Thank you so much for your contributions. It is greatly appreciated. And I have a $25 donation from Miller Queen that says, there may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight music and games that go fast, let's face the music and dance. And I wanted to ask the chat and everyone that's on the couch and playing right now, Kingdom Hearts, pretty epic soundtrack. It is a Square game to Square Enix game. Actually, I think it's all Square Enix now that I played it back. But nonetheless, I need to know, what are some of your favorite tracks? And you can just keep it as simple as Worlds and stuff too, because I am always going to be a dearly beloved piano piece enjoyer.
Oh yeah, Dearly Beloved is critical banger, total classic, but for me, it's probably like the ending theme of Simple and Clean, like the original mix. Something about it is just so serene, and also it's probably due to the fact that if I'm hearing that song, it means I just finished a run, which is great. But it's great, and Hollow Bastion has some great music too. How about you guys, ninten, Wyatt?
Yeah, for me, I also love Simple and Clean. If we're talking about like the entire series, I really like the one in Kingdom Hearts 3, Don't Think Twice.
That one's good.
Orchestra especially, yeah. What about you, Wyatt?
For me, the opening for Cage 2, I really like. I like the Japanese version a lot.
Oh, dude, so good, especially with that cinematic. That's
yeah.
so clean.
I'm going to go ahead and read off some donations while you're finishing up this part here. I have
Sure.
a $25 donation from Anonymous. And I have another $25 donation from Kurt Mack. And I did want to go and remind everyone that this is, again, it's for Race Forward. This entire event's going to be benefiting Race Forward. And more importantly, it's going to benefit things like their Butterfly Lab, which is a 3-year initiative that they launched in 2020, brought together by an incredibly diverse group of leaders with vast experience and expertise in advocacy, the law, human rights, policy, organizing, and popular culture to build power for effective pro-immigrant narratives that honor the humanity of migrants, refugees, and immigrants. And this is your reminder too that while everyone here that's in Black the Black, we have people here that are also biracial. So that's really important to really highlight the multiple aspects of what one's blackness looks like. But I just wanted to kind of put those out there, and I'm gonna let you get back to your gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we just beat Riku, scores 1-0. So Riku was kind of teasing us a little bit. He's like, yeah, whoever wins this race gets to share the Palpu fruit with Kairi and have their destinies connected forever. So I'm like, oh, yo, I got to lock in. And I win. And he's like, I'm just kidding, bro. So now we're just collecting the rest of the items. We got to get some coconuts from this tree. The drops are actually random. Sometimes you can get the brown coconuts, which you can't collect, but you want the yellow ones. I got pretty decent RNG there. And we're going to talk to Kairi so that she tells us what we need and we can advance the text box to get to the final day on Destiny Islands. So I collected a couple other things earlier. I collected some fish. I collected mushrooms. I still need this mushroom and some clean drinking water. So this is where I'm going to get the drinking water. Some people don't know you can actually get it from that little fountain. You can get it from the bigger fountain outside of this room too. But that one's just the closest here since we've already finished the race. And now we should have everything to go ahead and get to the Night of Fate. So this is when things start to get crazy. The darkness comes and swallows up the island and sends us on our adventure. So,
And the soundtrack is so good too.
oh
My
yeah,
favorites. Top 3.
same, yeah.
So I just want to point out that if we were watching cutscenes right now, we wouldn't even be done with like the first boss, Darkseid. So
Oh,
we're, like,
yeah, true.
we're like zooming along with the cutscene
Yeah.
skips.
Great call out. Yeah, because there's so many cutscenes in that beginning part too. Because there's a cutscene for when you grab the sword. There's a cutscene for when you have to decide which ones you want. There's a cutscene for when you're first. I forget what it's called, but the shades and stuff. They're not shades. Someone in chat's gonna.
The shadows.
Yeah, the shadows come after you. You have to do that one. Yeah, that's really a huge call out. Speaking of, I would love more than anything, Kingdom Hearts enjoyers out in chat. $5 dono train. I want to know who your favorite Kingdom Hearts enemies are. You can include bosses, because I'm a big fan of the dancers from 2 personally.
That's a great question, honestly. The dancers are sick. I like their style and their design a lot. I wonder who mine would be. Probably
Well, we got time to
Chernabog.
think about it.
I think mine are the Invisibles in this game.
Oh, yeah. Invisibles are sick, honestly. The sword, dude. The crown. They got the drip.
Yeah.
All right. Doing a little bit of movement here just to get over to Riku. Riku's just anticipating the darkness. Everyone who knows the lore knows that Riku teeters the line between light and darkness all the time. He even said it himself. He's not afraid of it. So he just gets swallowed. He goes about his way and ends up in Hollow Bastion. And I am trying to figure out what's going on to my homies. So I'm going to go meet up with Kyrie in the secret place. And then we're going to get our first, like, actually pretty difficult fight. I think this fight is, like, top 3 hardest in the entire run. Just because
this is one of the hardest.
It is, yeah.
Crazy. But we don't really have a risk of getting KO'd here. I say that now, but there's always a risk in expert.
You can die easily.
It's happened before.
You can. We'll see what happens. You guys want to explain how it goes? Go for it.
Yeah, so pretty much he's setting up these combos in a very precise timing so he can get the flex on these dark balls that he's shooting at Sora. And the reason why it can be scary is because if you get hit by those, you can easily die. Unfortunately, just timed it a little bit off, so missed the earlier ones, but he got the double deflects there, which is extremely hard to do.
You also got a crit there, which is nice. You rely on like critical hits a lot in this fight too.
Yeah, so critical hits are,
there we go.
Whenever you do a last hit of a combo, you have a chance of getting a critical hit, and that will do like, I think it's double damage, essentially. So it actually makes a huge difference, yeah. That was a good fight.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
Usually, if you can defeat Darkseid before he pounds his hand into the ground, you had a pretty fast fight. You can beat him before you even get to the left hand. That's if you have a perfect fight. And that is definitely top 3 hardest things to do. I barely mistimed one of the combos and missed a couple of the orbs, but yeah, I got the double at the end. It kind of made up for the damage.
I'm going to go ahead and cut in for a second if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
All right, I have a $100 donation from GOG Polly that says, shout out to the beautiful Back to Black team and all the hard work they put into making this happen. Can't wait to watch this event grow for years to come. Let's defeat the darkness in-game and IRL.
Let's do it.
We also got a $25 donation from Stellara. The storyline of Kingdom Hearts is easy to remember. Just think of the simple anagram. IYKYKTTAIJABOBSTGMD. I am not going to attempt to figure out all that because I can get to if you know, you know, and then after that is just all jumbled. But you want to know what's not a jumble is that we are less than $100 away from $28,000 raised for Race Forward. So that not only is $28,000 to a great cause, but that's also $1,000 away from that bonus Rift Master showcase on Kingdom Hearts 2. Chad, if you're trying to see more Kingdom Hearts, make sure you're clicking that donate button down below. You can do ! Donate in chat. Get those donations in.
All right, so basically what we just tried to do there is we have to take out 5 shadows so that we spawn the Leon fight. I had to make sure it was actually going to spawn there. Sometimes you'll miscount. But you want to get to red HP so that Leon knocks you out because you actually don't have to win this fight and it doesn't count as a death on your battle report to lose. There's a scripted loss that can happen where a different cutscene plays and you still get to progress the game. So it's actually faster to get knocked out by Leon there than it is to defeat him. So now we are loading into I think this is the green room. So we're going to talk to Yuffie. Yeah, pick up the elixir on the tables so that we have some money later. We're going to be selling that item. And once we talk to Leon here, we're going to be heading over to the arena for guard armor. So guard armor, again, very difficult fight to do quickly, especially on expert. You're still in 2-hit KO mode. So I have to be very careful about how I do this fight and how I manage my HP. I do have a potion ready to go just in case anything gets sus. But yeah, it's going to start off with like a soldier's fight, these little soldiers that are spawning here. We're going to have to kill, I think, 5 of them. And then once we take those guys out, it's going to start the guard armor fight. Any HP that you have taken or any damage you've taken from that fight is going to remain in the guard armor fight. So we want to try to avoid taking damage the best that we can. All right, so here we go. Let's do it. So these things can get a little funny. They like to flop around and get invincibility frames and do all sorts of weird stuff. So we're going to try to direct Donald to knock one out with fire. We're going to send Goofy to the one that I'm walking towards, and then we're going to take out this one. And then I'm going to kind of give myself some space. And
Putting your trust in Donald is wild work.
it is, but sometimes he's clutch. I mean, hey,
Yeah,
he knows what he's
sometimes
doing.
you gotta rely on
sometimes.
him.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. You guys can explain this fight if you want.
Yeah,
Nice.
so you want to do those first two combos a certain way so you can get that parry right there. It's really important that you parry that attack because Glitch will die in 2 hits. And that can happen, like, if you get hit there, it really messes up the whole fight. And so the combos that he does afterwards, he's trying to get this break apart animation on guard armor now. And while he's comboing guard armor, he's also swapping targets so that he can do damage all around on all of the body parts, because this fight is a bit interesting in where if you hit the body, it actually doesn't do like hardly any damage. You want to hit the body parts instead. And so he's trying to break apart everything as quick as he can, arms first. And yeah, once
Yeah, that was really quick.
That was really fast. Once you get to the torso here, the fight's basically over. You just have to do some quick air combos after. It can get really hairy really fast if you don't kill the arms right away.
Yeah, if you don't get that knockdown, it can get out of hand a little bit.
Very good. Ooh, sweat off the brow for that one. That's one of the early game run killers. Because
Yeah.
if you get knocked out there, you have to do that whole section again, including the soldiers fight. So getting past that with no death is very nice. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, the soldiers fight is like the hardest part.
It honestly is, man, because you just don't do enough damage to them. It takes like 6 hits per soldier to take them out. Donald can knock them out in 1 fire each. Goofy can do a couple shield bashes, but like PT said, relying on those guys is nasty work. So you want to
It's nasty work.
you want to try to do
when
it
I-
yourself.
Yeah, when I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 even casually, there's just times where Goofy understands the assignment, but there are so many times that the assignment is in the trenches.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea where he's going to. He's like, I'm charging, and he's charging into a wall. Like, my guy, can you bring the fight back over here? But while I have the microphone for a second, I do have a $50 donation from Pitman Lionhouse that says, Kingdom Hearts on Back to Black. Heck yeah! And on the original PS2 hardware to boot. For favorite Disney characters, we love Baymax and Mirabelle in this house, but our lions prefer Mufasa and Sarabi. Oh wait, is it Sarabi? Yeah, it is Sarabi, I think. Good luck, Glitch, and go fast. This is your reminder too. I want to see those Disney characters. Bring me those $5 donations in your Disney characters. I'm not going to judge you too loud if your favorite character is Mushu. I completely understand. I completely understand.
All right, so now I just did a quick menu just to equip the Brave Warrior. That's the equipment item that we get from defeating guard armor. It gives you +1 strength. And also adding dodge roll and giving myself Goofy's ether. So sometimes if that fight goes really slowly, or if Donald just decides he's gonna rip out all of his MP, Goofy will actually throw that ether to Donald, and that is really bad. So thankfully he didn't do that. It doesn't threaten the run or anything like that, but it does mean that you're going to lose some time in deep jungle later on. So there's really a lot of things like that, that if things don't go right the first time, it's going to mess up things later down the line as well. But we're looking good right now. We're sitting pretty.
Oh, and you just slipped through a grate.
Oh, yeah.
No, we don't need to talk about that. Nothing out of the ordinary.
No, nothing happened there. Yeah, and the PS2 version and the English version of Final Mix HD, that's a glitch that happens where when you first see a Trinity, basically what I think happens, I'm not sure if we know exactly what it is, but a cutscene plays when you see the first Trinity that you've seen in the game. And I think that it kind of removes the loading zones for that period of time for the cutscene. But then once that cutscene's over, something happens with the loading zones. Either they get bigger or something of that nature to where you can just hold forward on this grate that you normally can't pass without using that Trinity and just clip right through it. So it lets us talk to Leon early, do a little sequence break, and get a gummy piece that we would have to get normally, I think, after Deep Jungle or somewhere along those lines. So it kind of reduces a lot of the movement in Traverse Town later on and just saves a bunch of time that way.
Yeah, we get the item to be able to summon Simba, but unfortunately it doesn't let us use it just yet. Like, we can't turn the item into Simba yet.
Right, it's the
that would be
Earth
pretty
Shine.
cool,
That's what it
but
is.
Yeah, Earth Shine.
Yeah, no early Simba.
Yeah. I wonder how good he would be if we actually had him this early, because he's kind of sus, like,
Yeah.
until Agrabah or so.
Well, since you only have 2 MP, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not this. Anything but the sussy Simba. I hate it. I hate the entire thing. But I am going to go ahead and hit you with some donations real fast.
Go for it.
$25 from Emmy Pup saying favorite KH tracks. So many. All of the opening songs. Cierzo de Note, Rage Awakened, The 13th Struggle. I could go on for so long.
Bangers.
Thank you so much for that $25 donation that helps race forward with things like their Heal Lab, which helps the public education sector. I also have a $25 donation from Corrosive Frost that just says, keep being great, y'all.
Thank you so much. And thank you all for contributing to the cause. It's awesome to see so many gamers come together for Race Forward. And also...
Not only coming together, but coming together to break $28,000 in donations.
Oh,
raised.
yo.
Closing in on that KH2 Riftmaster. They said not enough KH. 3 hours is not sufficient. We need more Kingdom Hearts. $954 to go for Riftmaster. Chat, let's get into it.
Let's get it, gamers. I really want to see that, honestly. I haven't heard of that run before. That's pretty
it's
awesome.
Be gas. Any of the alternate controller runs are just so fascinating to me, because to take the knowledge that you have about the game and the speed run itself and then be like, but what if I made it even harder?
Yeah.
What if I did it on an unconventional controller? I'm not big brained enough for that.
Same here, man. I got to stick to my old DualShock over here. But no, I'm super excited to see that. Definitely get those donations in if you can, guys. That would be amazing to see and close out the night with.
I got a few more of them if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just going to be editing my little gummy ship here, so I got plenty of time.
Oh, I'm terrible at the gummy ship, so this is perfect. I got $5 from Ilulumi. There we go. Favorite Disney characters forever and always, Winnie the Pooh. Love his parts in Kingdom Hearts as well. I've got a $10 donation from Lucretius Frankenstein. Got to donate for my man Jose, the sassy Brazilian Disney bird of my heart. When's he gonna be in a Kingdom Hearts summon, huh? Give me the 3 Calaberos summon. Listen, they're making Kingdom Hearts 4 as we speak, so there's still hope, there's still time, and there's still potential to make the timeline even more cloudy. This is for the runners and the couch. I mean, I guess chat can contribute too, but I got $10 from Belian that says, what is your immediate answer to the questions no KH fan 1 wants to hear? Who is Ansem? And what is Kingdom Hearts?
Well, we know Kingdom Hearts is light, but I don't know if any of us know who Ansem is, because I don't think any of us actually read the Ansem reports that they give us after all the boss fights. But
I've not read a single one. I don't
he
think.
seems like a pretty cool guy. I mean, maybe we should read this one day. It's like his little diary. Anybody in chat has actually read the Ansem reports? Now is your time. Your time is now.
Oh my gosh, I have friends who read the Ansem reports, and it's kind of like, I forget the Always Sunny meme, and it's just Charlie with all the strings waving wildly, and it's like, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I regret to inform you I am still confused. So
I'm lost.
it's okay.
Yeah, no, they're honestly pretty good. I have read them through like as a kid, and I was like super entranced by the deep lore, because they're kind of like, they give a lot of background on a lot of the stuff that's going on with the Heartless and Ansem and stuff, but really who Ansem isn't really revealed until much later. But yeah, I mean, he's probably one of my favorite KH villains. Just the Billy Zane voice acting and just that cold, dark theme that he has is just so raw. I love Ansem.
Real quick, I'll just mention that, so we took off a lot of parts of the gummy ship all you need is the engine, the gun, and the cockpit. And that speeds up the gummy ship mission because you have less weight, so you have like the quickest acceleration. And we're gonna get other gummy pieces to make it faster later on too. And on expert mode, you actually take more damage in the gummy mission as well, so you gotta be a bit careful.
Yeah, that's a good catch, because that is really important. Because we remove all the extra pieces of the gummy ship, our gummy ship's health is also less as well. And yeah, on top of the fact that we already take extra damage, it turns gummy missions into a one-hit KO or a two-hit KO scenario. So normally when you can just kind of autopilot and just vibe through gummy missions, they actually become a challenge, and you really have to lock in and pay attention so you don't get knocked out. Because if you get knocked out in a gummy mission, you got to go all the way back to the start and do it again. So we did make it to Neverland without any damage, thankfully. And now what we're doing here is we had to just push that bed to get into the court. And then once we're here, we're going to go to the Lotus Forest and pick up a box of evidence. So the queen is accusing Alice of doing bad. She's trying to take her head off over here. We're trying to save Alice. And we got to get the evidence to prove that she's innocent. And we got to prove that it's the Heartless that are actually doing all the trouble around here. So we're going to have a little Heartless fight here. We want to take out all of these Heartless with fire, as many of them as we can. And then we can get to the evidence box.
I have a critical announcement to make to the chat. A very critical update for everyone, kind of like critical mode, but actually it's for your viewing enjoyment. So we have a brand hecking new incentive that has come up.
Oh?
And it is for Puyo Puyo tomorrow, kicking off our Sunday strong with some Peas Puyo action. If you've ever seen Peas play Puyo, it's a treat. It's a real treat. And Puyo, Jesus Christ, and Peas, Puyo Peas, wants to bring us more Puyo. So there's a brand new incentive for all final, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it now because I'm not a smart person. Hang on, chat. I can figure it's the final story. I had to think about that because I keep saying Final Warps because he also did Monkey Ball. And that was Master Warps, but this is the final story of Puyo. So we're gonna be here for a little bit. Let's get those donations in. We got more Kingdom Hearts, but what if more Puyo?
Could be real. I think we should.
I think we should do some bonus bean juggling, just throwing it out there.
All right, so this is going to be a very sketchy fight. This is the Crank Tower. We have to do slow combos on this tower here.
Yeah, so
and then do a quick one.
Basically, so every hit counts as like 1 damage, except for the last hit of the combo. The finisher counts as 5 damage. And so this fight's very unconventional in that way because your stats don't actually matter, it's just hit based. And yeah, so that was a really quick fight because he was able to get all the finishes to land. And you can die super easily because you saw him take a hit. That did half his health. He was 1 hit before.
Yeah, you saw him like grab a health orb just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that fight, if you grab 1 HP orb, it lets you survive the next hit with 1 health left. And that's actually enough for your party to realize, oh, wait, Sora's about to die. Let me do something. Otherwise, they just don't know. They're just going about their merry day, chilling, getting destroyed in the corner by some cards. But yeah, that HP orb can come in clutch. I grabbed it just in case because, yeah, there's a lot of cards on the screen and they have massive range. So trying to do those high air combos and timing them slowly so that all your finisher damage actually registers is very difficult.
I'm going to sneak in here for a second and say I have a $10 donation from Miriam that says, I can't remember my favorite Kingdom Hearts character, but I don't think I used to eat ice cream together with them. And Vector to the Heavens was a great theme song. That's all
Agreed.
I wanted.
Another banger.
All right, so here we're just lighting these torches. We actually did a very specific set of movement to avoid spawns in this area. If you step on any of that red floor here, the floor is lava. You will spawn a bunch of Heartless and you cannot progress unless you get rid of them or despawn them. So we're doing really particular movement here to avoid the spawns until that last minute where we can kind of sneak in the little interaction with the latch and exit the room. I'm going to land on the save so that all of us are fully regened for this upcoming fight. And this fight is, I say, pretty consistent, but it is deceptively complicated. There's a lot of adapting that you have to do to the situations that you get in the fight, but it's Trick Master. We're going to see the OG colors. If you haven't noticed already, this game has the original color palettes, black and Red and gold Trickmaster is fire. Uh-oh, let's see.
Speaking of fire, we're using fire at the beginning here.
There we go.
Unfortunately, lit one of the torches he's holding, and that is quite bad because now it has an active hitbox, and he's gonna get, I believe, 2-shot by that as well. But it should be okay. Basically, we're trying to get some fires in after he gets back up, and then do air combos and he gets knocked down. And this will be a loop that we have until the last knockdown, in which we have to do more combos to get the last knockdown that we need. So right here, he's gonna have to do some extra combos on him. Fires won't be enough. Try really hard to not get hit when he attacks right here. And maybe just fire knock him down. Oh no, he lit the other torch.
Oh, let's go, Donald, the Clutch Lord. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Did I just hear you say, let's go, Donald?
I'm telling you, sometimes he's clutch. He just came in clutch for me, man. He put that last hit down for me.
We're going to have Super Namu come into the chat. She's going to hit me with her best Dolan memes, and I can't stand it. But I can't. But what I do like is $100 from Land saying, let's meet that goal, baby.
Let's do it.
By the way, let's remember, chat, when you contribute to more Puyo Ps, you are working towards the Riftmaster Showcase. This is the 2-for-1 special. You know how we do around here. We love a good savings. Go ahead and donate for Peace Puyo. Get Riftmaster tonight. It's kind of like meal prep almost. You're eating a good meal tonight so you can have a meal for later. I like this energy. I enjoy it. Let's get that meal prep on. Get some Puyo, but get some Riftmaster tonight.
All right, so yeah, we're just heading over to Deep Jungle now. So Deep Jungle, this is the last world that we have to do before we get healing magic. So after we finish the Clayton fight, we get Cure, and things become a little less dangerous. This whole early game section, you have pretty much no resources to keep yourself alive. You can throw potions, but the thing about potions in Kingdom Hearts 1 is that they take 2 seconds to pop off. So if you're just standing still, stuck in an animation for 2 seconds, that's a lot of time for an enemy to come clock you. So we don't like using items if we can help it. We haven't had to, thankfully, but pretty soon we'll have Cure. Things will be a lot better. But there's just a lot of Heartless fights we got to get through here. Multiple boss fights with Sabor, the Leopard. We got Clayton himself. Big Heartless Lizard. We got some creatures to fight, so we're just cruising through the gummy right now. We do have some more time for donos and things if you want to get those read as well.
Oh, sure thing. I can go ahead and do that. I have $25 from Leela Fishy that just says less than 3. I have a $10 donation from I'm not gonna say the last 3 letters. It just says Blade. Okay, Couch and Chat. Who is your favorite Kingdom Heart character? Mine is good old Axel. Got it memorized?
Actually, mine too.
We also got a $10 donation from Chronic Dark. Shout out to everyone who took the time to build the ultimate weapon.
Oh yeah, the Supreme Grind. Shout out to Wyatt. Didn't you do the 100% run where you actually have to make that thing?
Yeah, I did that in 1J, yeah.
The legend. Yeah, that run's like 14 hours long. This dude went hard.
Something like that, yeah.
And 14 hours is a lot of energy. I think I struggle on speed runs that take more than an hour.
Yeah, I can too sometimes, but the cutscenes, they have hold of me. My average is like 5 at this point.
That's real. So that being said, I do want to give one more gentle reminder to chat that all your donations tonight, 100% of those donations have 2 very important functions. First and foremost, if you donate at least 25 doll hairs, you'll be entered for every prize that we showcased earlier today. So Metroid mug, you're in there for it. The chainmail, as long as you got a cumulative 100, you're in there for it. All those keychains and pins that are actually Zelda themed, you're in there for it. If you saw it today, you're in there for it. $25 donation. And that these are all going to be benefiting Race Forward, which does things like working against systemic racism and other issues by asking and answering the questions that get to the root cause of why we get here in those situations. So what else we got going on in this run?
So we just had to do another little death abuse strat to Zabor. That's another one that's kind of scripted that doesn't count towards your battle report's death count. So we get knocked out by her because it's a lot faster than just defeating her normally. And then from there, we have to do a little bit of menuing for Tarzan. We take off, I think, Raging Boar, Asp's Bite, and Wind Armor. These are all abilities that he uses that are not heal. So the only one that we keep on for him to use is the heal ability, and that doesn't really benefit us so much as it benefits Donald. But Donald actually does come in clutch in this world a lot. We're going to have to fight some Power Wilds, which are the little monkey Heartless soon, and they are going to mostly be taken out with Blizzard, and Donald's Blizzards are actually really strong and helpful in that fight. So we want to keep him alive, so that's why we menu Tarzan stuff off, so that he keeps healing Donald anytime he gets in danger. But for us, the problem is we take so much damage, but we have so little health, to where the game doesn't really recognize that we are in critical HP, even though we're one hit from death. So I think the way it works is, like, the game will say, oh, if Sora's at 25% HP, his party will throw an item at him and heal him, or use Cure, or something like that. But since our HP is so low, one hit from death isn't necessarily 25%. So they won't know. So we won't really get to benefit from that heal, unfortunately. But we're just watching the slides real quick. We're going to go ask Kerchak. I almost forgot. We're going to ask Kerchak if he can help us out here and tell us where the King Mickey is at, where the homies are at. You know, we're just trying to get some info here. Tarzan is nice enough to take us to the gorilla nesting grounds. So picking up that item for money. Once again, we have to do a lot of stuff for money. We can't sell synthesis items in this version. So normally you just pick up an orichalcum chest, sell it for like $1 bajillion, but we can't do that here. So we have to pick up other stuff. So we're doing that, and then we're just going to head to the treehouse to watch some more cutscenes that we aren't actually watching. And then we get to start the Power Wilds. So in this time, we got some dono time if you want to pop in, PT.
Sure thing. So I have 550 from Zelda Main. Greetings from Japan. Just came to say hello before I go whale watch with my bro. Good luck with the run, and when is KH German expert coming?
Oh,
I don't know if we can help with answering that, but we can all dream. Do not let your dreams be memes, chat. We've got a $25 donation from Anonymous, donating for a shout out to my wife's favorite Disney characters, Lady and the Tramp. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful movie, too. Sensational, sensational.
Classic.
We got a $25 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much for contributing to Race Forward and many of the programs that they're helping to dismantle systemic racism. I've got another $10 donation from Anonymous. Thank you very, very much for donating to Race Forward and getting into some of that prize pool, too. Oh! Hang on. We have a new donation. $100 from Char Bunny that says, PT, I sadly don't have doll hairs, but I do have a lot about rabbit hairs around my house because it's shedding season. So send me some in case they count. Great to hear you on the mic and great job with the event. Also loving the great explanations on this run. Makes it super fun to watch, but also Puyo Puyo.
Puyo Puyo.
2-for-1 special, y'all. Donate towards Puyo Puyo. Get Riftmaster. You can't really beat that.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for all the donos. And yeah, we're starting Power Wilds here. So this is a series of, I think, 5 fights with the Power Wilds. We're going to be mostly using Blizzard to try to take them out in groups. 2 Blizzards will finish them off. And once again, since Donald has Blizzard himself, there he was with a little clutch fire too. Let's go, dude. We want to rely on Donald and Tarzan to clean up when we run out of MP if we can. Otherwise, we just kind of finish with physicals. But grouping them together is the goal. They spawn at random patterns in some rooms. That room was a static pattern. It's always like that. But this room here, since it takes so long to actually get up to the Power Wilds, they can be in a random spread. So we want to get a spread where they're pretty close together and decent, but I don't like that movement. So I'm going to try to group them up.
So yeah, one thing I wanted to explain is that our magic stat is actually our MP. So since Donald has 3 MP, his blizzards are like super strong.
Nice. Yeah, that is true. So your magic damage is based on your maximum MP. So yeah, Donald actually does more with his magic than we do at this point because he has 3. So that is a good call out, Wyatt. Thank you.
Yeah, and shoutouts to clinking on that cloth. I saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah, so goofy. But hey, we made it. That was looking a little dangerous, but yeah. See, look, Donald's the clutch lord, man. He just cleans up. Good stuff, man.
I can't twice in one shift.
I'm telling you.
Clutch. I can't deal with this.
He gets a bad rep.
Struggling. he gets a bad rep because he doesn't know how to heal.
True.
He
I mean,
always is sleeping on the heals. I will say no one can deny that Donald healing is a falsehood. That's not a real thing. That is not a real thing. But what is a real thing is this $10 donation from Anonymous, which is going to be contributing towards Race Forward, along with their systemic approach to racial justice and their innovation lab. So thank you so very much. And I do want to remind everybody, when you're going to donate, make sure that when you go to the bottom of the page, you're hitting add incentives. Click that incentive for Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop. Final, what does I say? Final stages? I don't remember at this point. It's final something. It's more Puyo. That's what we care about. Make sure you click that and then you hit the donate button, because we want to make sure we're maximizing your heckin' dang donation dollars.
absolutely. Okay, so this fight is actually pretty hard, and I got bad RNG, so that is sketchy. Oh, nice. Okay.
Really good. So you're hitting the finisher to knock over Sabor. The finisher, the combo will like stun Sabor, and so we want to do quick combos so we can keep Sabor in a stun loop. Want to prevent Sabor from going into the trees, which Sabor
So I actually didn't know you could clank on like the bamboo there.
It's so goofy. Yeah, that can happen. It's really hard to start that fight. There's a lot of different ways that fight can be started. Lots of people do it differently. The way that I do it, I found out from Guns. He's another runner of this version. You basically roll into that corner, and you have to kind of bait Sabor's dash so that she dashes. And while she dashes, you have the time to actually knock her down, and you can get her in the stun lock like ninten was saying there. But the thing is, the combo timing is extremely precise. If you're even slightly off, you're going to whiff, and that's why she broke out of that corner at the very end there. But thankfully, she started to behave. She didn't flip around and start destroying me. So I was able to actually clean it up right before she jumped into the trees, which is great. But I equipped White Fang there. That's you kind of get Sabor's tooth. I guess her tooth falls out because she gets destroyed. And it gives us strength and AP. The strength is really what matters to us. It makes the Clayton fight and the upcoming fights in the next few worlds a lot easier. So, dude tried to take me out at the end there, but
Hey,
Yeah, you guys smacked.
Are you gonna get healed before?
Yeah, you do get healed for this.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure. Yeah, thankfully, because it would not be great to have to waste MP there.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, heal. Okay, cool. So now we're doing Clayton. This fight is also very difficult. It's a common pattern you'll see for Expert here. But if you guys want to take over for Clayton, feel free.
You want to take over what?
In there since nobody,
Yeah.
I was say nobody's jumping in, so I'm jumping in now. With this $10 donation from Nerdy Soprano that says a great cause and a great incentive. I love to see folks fighting the good fight.
Yeah, so basically for Clayton, if you do a finisher, like he'll get knocked away. So basically you only want to do like one, two combos on him. But for the second part, you have to take out the stealth sneak first. So if you do two air combos, it'll stagger him and then he'll reveal himself. And then after a few more combos, he'll actually like knock Clayton off of him. And then once Clayton's off, he's just going to go to town. And hope that Donald and Tarzan do a lot of damage too. Because they actually do more damage than you here.
Oh yeah, and one more thing is that he's actually the finisher was hitting the lizard as well, the comedian, whatever it is, which also actually keeps him stunned longer because once he wakes up, like he did right there, he can destroy you super fast.
Oh yeah, he shoots these orbs that are just extremely fast and they're hard to dodge. You can dodge them with the invincibility frames you get from dodge roll, but the timing is so tight. It's like it feels like it's frame perfect sometimes, depending on how close to him you are. If you're really far away, they move slowly, but they track you. They like have aimbot, so it's not good. You want to try to defeat him before he gets the chance to get up and start shooting those lasers.
And speaking of hard bosses, this is actually the hardest one.
The true final boss of Deep Jungle, this platforming. Please. Oh, hey,
we go.
first try. Let's go, dude.
Nice.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
So now we get to seal the keyhole. Tarzan home, he gives us his little spiel about friends. No heart, no see friends. No heart, no friends. So remember that. Spitting facts. So now we seal the keyhole. We unlock the ability to do the red trinity, and we get the jungle keyblade. So the jungle key is also going to increase our strength a little bit. Downside to it is that it doesn't have a very high crit rate, but that's fine. We just need the strength to get through. After this, we're going to have a really long segment flying back to Traverse Town. We actually have to manually fly back through Wonderland and Traverse Town's gummy missions. So we have time for donos and shout outs or whatever needs to be done there. You've got plenty of time, PT.
Oh, sensational, because I have a $10 donation from Starstorm that says, it's surreal seeing my best friend speedrun our favorite childhood game on the big stage. Good luck, brother. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Ty. Appreciate you, man.
I've also got a $10 donation from our producer, Richard. Next to Final Fantasy VIII, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite Final Fantasy.
Let's go. That is a good Final Fantasy. I think it's my favorite too.
Are you talking about the Kingdom Hearts store or the Final Fantasy? Because I have the spicy take that I don't like Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh,
I'm a little mixed on FF8 too.
I do rock with Triple Triad.
Triple Triad is goated. Yeah.
Triple Triad's goated. I do have a $50 donation from Dave and Heidi. Thank you so much for the additional $50 donation to Race Forward. It's greatly appreciated. I've also got a $25 donation from Mad Mega. Thank you so much for contributing to our event. Again, this is going to be benefiting Race Forward, helping out with things like their Innovation Lab, their Butterfly Lab, and their Heal Together movement, all of which are going to be helping dismantle systemic racism against Black people, especially here in the United States. Do I have time for a few more?
Oh yeah, we got time. We still got a whole nother gummy to sit through after this one. So.
Oh my goodness, that's not a problem. That is not a problem at all. I have a $100 donation from Anonymous, and I wanted to ask everybody in chat. You know, that's actually a real question because I would love to see the $5 train for what is your favorite Final Fantasy. I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy VIII, but I am a very big Final Fantasy 12 enjoyer. I'm a Final
let's go, PT. Dude, I'm about to 12.
I'm about to play FF12 for the first time soon.
It's so slept on.
What
was the one that you said?
Wyatt's about to play 12, you said?
Yeah, I'm about to play that for the first time pretty soon.
Yo, dude, it's goated.
It's so good. It gets slept on a lot because it uses a different system for fighting, and the Gambit system, it really is for like coding brain.
It is.
It's nothing but if-when statements, and I think that that's a fun thing. But I also used to be an engineer, so I have bias on that side. Here's a $10 donation from Anonymous before I embarrass myself any further. With incriminating details about the event lead. Oh, I have a $10 donation I think is a very interesting throwback to something we had earlier in the event. I might be late for the Wolfenstein 2 good ending, but there's no such thing as being late to donate to charity. Keep doing what you're doing and may the runs be fast. Thank you for a great event, everyone. Love you all. Yeah, the Wolfenstein 2 run was kind of gas. It's pretty good.
Need to go back and catch that.
Good. Yes. And then just as an update for everybody too, we are a little over $700 away, or I'm sorry, a little under $700 away from that Riftmaster showcase. So make sure you're getting those donations in, going down to the bottom, clicking add incentives, make that donation go even further. You're already getting prizes for it. Why not also get Puyo Puyo along with the Riftmaster showcase? We're just trying to optimize your free time and respect that you too deserve nice things.
Thank you. So I just want to say one thing because it just crossed my mind again after finishing that world, and I'm not super locked in at the moment. Somebody mentioned KH German. So that's like an inside joke meme on my stream. I've actually run the PAL German version of this game, and I will say the dub is fire. They actually got amazing voice actors for it. A lot of my homies from Germany will come in and watch like, yo, you're playing my childhood game. But the thing about it is it runs at 25 frames per second. So you're like perpetually lagging. So think about Expert right now and 30 FPS, it's already hard. Imagine Expert on lag, pretty much. Like you're losing connection to the game. So it's really funny. I do that run every now and then just as like a little meme thing. But honestly, I enjoy it. It's a fun time. The voice acting is great, and It's good. But now we're here. We got that Trinity. So that Trinity gives us 100 money. We want to get 1250 money and sell things to Sid. So we're selling everything we've picked up at this point that we're not using or we don't have equipped. That's all the equipment that we have gotten from like Trickmaster, any items we picked up like Mega Potions, Elixirs, things like that. We're going to sell all that stuff so that we can get enough for gummy pieces. So the gummy pieces that we're going to buy, they help us get to the next area much faster, and it gives us a boost. So we can hold square and we can boost through the gummy missions now. So we're going to see if we reach the money. I think I had 407 after that Trinity. Usually if you have about 410, you're pretty much good. But let's see. Pretty Stone sells for 30. There it was. There we go. 1252. I still had a potion left over. I didn't have to use it, so came in clutch. So yeah, there's a lot of like adapting that you kind of have to do with the money route sometimes, because a lot of the money that we rely on is random. Like we'll rely on money drops from the Blue Trinity in Merlin's house, or we'll rely on the money from Crank Tower breaking. If you break the Crank Tower too fast, not that much money drops. So you kind of have to make up for it somehow later. You can do that either by selling extra items like I had there, a potion, or by selling gummy pieces. I've been destroying all the little heartless gummies in the gummy missions on the way here. And you can actually sell those to Sid as well. They sell for like 2 money a piece. So if you need to just top off your money just a little bit, it's good to collect those ahead of time. So I had all that in place, but didn't need to do any of it. I already have enough for what I need. And we're going to get Simba from Fairy Godmother, and we will see some Simba action, some sussy Simba pretty soon here in Agrabah. It's actually going to be sus. But
Sussy Simba in Agrabah is a wild phrase.
it's true, though.
God.
Like, it is true.
That's my new stage name moving forward. Sussy Simba in Agrabah. I'm going to go to Lyra class and be like, that's what you're going to refer to me from now on. But I actually did want to interrupt because I wanted to say we have a $25 donation from Dr. John W. It is no exaggeration to say Kingdom Hearts brought me and the woman who became my wife together back in 2003.
Aww.
And I enjoy seeing it run in the marathon. Good luck to all of the runners. And P.S. shout out to Final Fantasy IX as my favorite. Final Fantasy IX is solid. I wish Beatrix was a playable character.
True.
For more than like the few seconds you get her.
Yeah, no, 9 is goated. That's definitely like my second favorite behind 12, I think. I love Final Fantasy 9. Classic cast of characters too.
Oh, I have another one for you. I have a $25 donation from Angie Una that says, Donald, hoping in a run, truly a GDQ blessing. Hope you're having lots of fun. Gabe and Godspeed? Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
intentional?
yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, dude, the what now?
That's my name, yeah, Gabe. But thank you so much, Ange. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Ange is the homie. We go way back to the Dark Cloud realms together.
I also have a $5 donation again from Top Secret Fox. It's Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. Low-key liked 10-2, but that's a secret from everyone. No, that's not a secret because 10-2 arguably has the best Final Fantasy opener, and I will not be taking questions. I will not be explaining further.
10-2 goes hard. It does.
A lot of people say it has the best battle system in like any Final Fantasy, other than like maybe 13. So I don't know, man. Maybe not that much of a hot take.
I don't know that that's a hot take. It was kind of like a job system, but like a little bit more refined. And then you got to see like the more upgraded version of the job system. Plus, once you got to like the final job, which I won't spoil that for people if you've never played 10-2, you should go play it. It gets pretty busted. But also, we're almost at 28.5. We're almost $500 away from that Riftmaster showcase. Let's keep those $5 trains coming in. I want your favorite characters. I want your favorite Kingdom Hearts. I want your favorite Final Fantasy, even if it is a Kingdom Hearts. I want to know your favorite music. Tell me all about it. It's your time to shine as a Kingdom Hearts or RPG enjoyer. Give me the intel because I want to read about it. I want to hear about it. I need it.
Now is the time. So y'all are showing out. That's awesome that we're already so close to that. Definitely get that met because I want to see that Riftmaster grind and I want to see some Puyo too. So thank you all for contributing.
I was just about to say, don't forget, you need to be putting in for Puyo as well, though. Do the Puyo. Buy Puyo now, buy Puyo for later, get Riftmaster now. It just works. It just
Value.
Works. Value. We love value in this house.
We do. So I just edited my gummy ship. I just added the Fyra G, which is the little orange engine on the right side, and then underneath that is the Haste G. The Haste G is what lets us boost by holding square. So you can tell we're starting to go a lot faster through these gummy missions, thankfully, because these things are very sketchy on Expert. But soon enough, going fast will kind of be a little dangerous for us because there's going to be a lot of stuff on the screen. Right here is a good example of that. So this area has a ton of Heartless ships, and we also deal less damage to the Heartless ships on Expert. So here we are just sitting here trying to take out as many as possible. The reason for this is because the more on the screen, the more laggy it gets. This is a PS2 game, so the processing power is a little sus, and as you can see, it is slowing down quite a bit. I'm not even going to try to take them out because there's too many. But once they're all gone, the lag clears up a bit and we can keep going. So yeah, we're almost at Agrabah. I would consider Agrabah to be the hardest world in the run, typically. In Expert, I'm not so sure. I want to say end of the world. The final fights are harder, at least for me. But Agrabah has some of the most unforgiving, just demonic fights in this entire game. The boys can attest to this. Jafar is brutal. Tigerhead is brutal. Pot Centipede is brutal. It is just scary.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lock
brutal.
in here.
It's gonna be like back to back to back. Like, okay, we got past this insane fight. That's really scary. Now we have to do another one.
Now let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this point in the game, we're kind of like, we're not too caught up in strength. Like, we're a little bit under what we would like to be in strength, and that's not because of any fault of our own. That's just the way the balancing is in the original Kingdom Hearts. So we've picked up pretty much every strength boost that we can that's on the way. We've gotten the new Keyblade, the new equipment, all that stuff. But the thing is it's still not enough damage to really like make a huge dent in things here. So we have to do some really technical strategies to kind of get around that, because there's a lot of bosses that have abilities like regenerating HP or spawning Heartless based on how much damage you do, things like that. So we're going to try our hardest to kind of avoid those things while also dealing damage and going fast. It's a pretty delicate balance. So here we got the carpet. Carpet's heading to the desert, saying Aladdin's in trouble and we got to help him. So this is one of the first, I think, kind of scary fights. If I do this fight optimally, it is extremely scary, but I'm going to be safe because I've been here before and I've died here before. So we're not doing that here. So this is where we get to see Sussy Simba and Agrabah TM. So here we're going to be summoning Simba immediately as soon as we can, but we're going to be rolling out of the way first because it's going to be a bandit fight. These bandits are going to spawn out of the sand. So I'm going to roll over here so that they don't boomerang towards me or throw swords at me, and give myself a little bit of space between me and them. We're going to summon Simba. Simba has an ability where you can charge him up based on how much MP or summon power you have. And we're going to do a full charge to knock out all these bandits, or as many of them as we can. All right, so we got all those guys. You see all those swords flying around. That's what I was trying not to get hit by. And there's the other.
Yeah, those hitboxes linger.
Stragglers.
Oh, okay.
All right, not bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So
we
there's-
have some stragglers.
Yeah, there's 10 in total, and if you do that dodge roll strat to be safe, then you can sometimes get like a late spawn on the last few. That was pretty good, and it worked out fine.
Yeah, sometimes you can get like 3 of them, and that's when it gets sketchy because those things take 3 blizzards apiece to die. So you don't want to have that many of them on screen. Simba takes up 2 MP to use, so you're not really good on MP at that point. The less that stick around, the better. So we're gonna get Aladdin's Here I Come every time. And then from here, we're going to roll into this room. This room has a glitch that we're going to use to, well, not really a glitch, more of like a little exploit. But we're going to put on the Jungle King. We're going to take all of Aladdin's items. Shout out to Ninten for the strat. And I'm going to turn off Sandstorm and Cheer, put Critical Plus so Aladdin gets a little bit more crits, and change his AI to make it to where he does his normal attacks less than his specials. So that's to do a little AI manip at the start of a fight in a moment here. But yeah, that glitch I just did, or if you want to call it that, basically it's kind of like how I did in Wonderland where I interacted with the latch before the red menu popped up. So if you have a red menu like this, black fungus, funny. You can't interact with objects or things or chests, things like that, until you get a blue menu and all the enemies are gone. But if you interact with it while the enemies are spawning, you'll be fine. Oh, I did not want to pick that up.
Yeah, so there's 2 spots in the game where you can get the black fungus, and they just lose time. It's not like a giant deal. It's just like if you're unlucky, you can just have to spend an extra 10 seconds loading into the room.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got it there. It's the black mushrooms that shoot out the poison. They take way too long to defeat without gravity, and even with gravity, it's just not worth it. Usually, it's faster to just go in and out of the room. And we're not getting gravity for a long time, so just lost a little bit of time there. But this is about to be the most difficult fight in the run. But yes, PT.
I was going to sneak in one donation before you start.
Go for
I
it.
got $25 from Dolphin Dasher. My wife and I are loving this run on a cozy Saturday night. Thanks for the runs and the vibes. Here's 25 money, that's MUNNY, money towards Puyo, and good luck in Agrabah.
Thank you so much. And I'm just gonna go hard. I don't have enough items to use any backup, so we're just going in. All right, so thank you. So here's the AI manip. We're gonna walk to the left, lock onto the tail, and mash triangle. If Aladdin knocks it, it puts the head and the tail in a perfect position to get hit by a bunch of blizzards. Blizzards do double damage. And from here, I'm gonna focus on the tail, but I die in 2 hits, so I need to be very careful. Oh. And we have pots like flying across the universe. And I might be cooked. Oh, get me out of here.
Oh my god.
Get me out! Get me out!
I need to get some MP back. Oh my lord.
God.
So scary, man.
Yeah, this fight's sus.
This fight is just scary, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to
we need
describe
your-
it.
I think we need your power. Help! Help! It's terrifying.
So yeah, basically, Pot Centipede, you see how he keeps breaking apart and coming back together? Every time he does that, he actually gets health back. You can't see it because we don't have scan yet, but that's what also makes this fight really hard, is that the pots can do damage to you, and they can also regen Pot Centipede. And yeah, we want Pot Centipede to leave this room eventually, and when he does, there's gonna be a lot more pots, and it's gonna make this a lot scarier. So here we are in the next room. I'm gonna try to avoid taking hits from the pots and maybe using blizzards when we get more magic to get rid of the pots. A lot of it is just like trying to not get hit while doing some damage when you can. Ideally, the pot centipede will be walking around like he's trying to do here, because then you can get combos on him without taking hits, because there's no hitbox on him right now. So right now, all you have to do is avoid the pots that come out.
The other problem right now is he has to do like really high air combos because he'll clank with the pots.
Yeah. You can only do damage to the head or the tail, and so when he's walking around the pot, if you hit the pot, it'll actually just give you a clank. So that's why his air combos are like right there. He just clanks a few times.
I wanted to.
Yeah, should be almost there. There we go.
almost there. Yeah.
Yeah, usually when he's stuck like that, you have to die.
That was a really slow fight because I got stuck in a regen loop for 30 years. But hey, not dying there is way
We made it,
faster
though.
than the regen loop. So, yeah, we made it. That is definitely top 2 hardest fights in the run, like 100%. This one you could put in the 2nd spot, maybe the 3rd.
Yeah.
But with ninten strat, he came up with this strat when we were grinding experts together. It's actually gotten a lot easier. So we're going to give Aladdin 2 potions and Donald. Oh, he already had 1, 2 potions. Dude, I wish I knew that. I would have taken it for myself.
Donald had a potion and didn't use it. You don't say.
Who would have guessed?
I would have never saw that coming. But what I did see coming were these donations. I got $10 from Ella that says, I'm here because Donald said that it might be a good spot to find things. Or was it, my hearing really isn't what it once was. Ella, thank you so much for that $10 donation. I also have a $25 donation from Fireballa. Time out. The Dunkel Height? Is it Dunkel Height?
Yeah.
Dream's dad. But this makes good snowstorm road trip entertainment. Keep it up, gamer. Hopefully we get that Monstro W. And chat, I wanted to pose a challenge to you. So you see, you've been doing really good with all these donations. And we're at 28.5, which is the actual amount is we're 478 away from the Riftmaster Showcase. We're 1 hour into this run. Do we think we can clear the Riftmaster by hour 2? I think we can. I think it's doable. I think that's easy fodder.
Oh, it's very doable.
For a chat. Yeah, for a chat this cute, I think that's very doable. I think we can do it. I have the faith. More faith than I do Donald healing. So, you got that going for you.
Oh, yes.
Wow. That was a good
Let's
fight.
That was a really good fight.
Dude, that was terrifying. When Aladdin climbed up the nose somehow from across the universe, I was terrified because usually the whole reason we give those gamers the potions in that fight is to keep themselves alive. So while we're fighting on top of the nose, there's a bunch of stuff going on beneath us. There's like 4 bandits or 5 bandits that are just fighting Aladdin and Donald. The moment both of them are done, they auto-target me. They will not let up. They will target me until I am gone. So we don't want to be balancing on the nose and also dodging boomerang swords and all sorts of crazy stuff. But if Aladdin or Donald somehow weasel their way up there, they can bring them up there with me. So thankfully that did not happen.
Yeah, like we didn't get to see how sketchy it can be, but pretty much that fight is like if you don't get a perfect fight, then it's gonna be a really, really slow, terrible fight.
Or you'll
There's
just
like no
die.
in between. Yeah, you just die.
I wanted to sneak in real fast with a $10 donation from Chronic Dark that says, Final Fantasy VIII is great. So is 12. We still love you, PT. And I wanted to sweeten the pot a little bit because most of the people who are in this channel know that I hate puns. Can't stand them. They're terrible. And if I get this by the 2 hour mark, that means you get to make Kingdom Hearts 2 puns because it's Kingdom Hearts 2 within 2 hours. I gave you that one for free.
There you go.
So if y'all want to torment me with $5 dono trains, this is your opportunity to live your best life because when I get off the mic, you're not going to be able to do this anymore and get me to stick around.
All right, so here's Jafar. Here's another run killer destroyer fight. Usually you're not at risk of death here, but you are at risk of losing a lot of time. So you guys can explain, ninten especially, because he's been labbing this fight a lot.
Yeah, so pretty much he is very weird. There's a lot of like intricacies in this fight. Basically, he's only able to be like staggered at certain times, so we stagger him at a certain point in the beginning. Then right here we want to get more staggers in, and every time he gets staggers, they push him really far away. And if he's off of the platform, which he almost was there, then he decides to teleport and the fight becomes very slow. He was able to knock him towards the platform again and get more combos in, but his health is pretty high. We want it to be a bit lower usually, because now when he reappears, he's going to want to run away. Generally, he'll try to run away here. We're gonna try to like get a manip so that he does another attack. Yeah, he got it here. Okay, this should be fine. But that's kind of random. Like sometimes he'll decide to run away instead, and it can become much slower. That was a good fight.
Very nice. Blessed.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I almost boofed that. That was almost brutal. But thankfully, we did not lose a minute and a half to Jafar sliding around the map.
yeah, pretty much like we saw him become a purple orb and fly away. Like that can happen 5 times, and it's just very slow. But we get 2 cycles really good.
Yeah, 2 cycles is the average. If you're like really lucky and Aladdin is going hard, you can do a 1 cycle and save like 15 more seconds. But 2 cycles is pretty much what you're going to get like 90% of the time. All right, so Genie Jafar, we're going to start with some... Oh, blizzards. I almost got smacked. So Aladdin got knocked. Aladdin is a huge source of damage throughout this entire world. It's a big reason why we take him instead of Goofy. So I'm going to heal myself. Okay, Donald's got him. Let's go, Donald.
I can't believe that's 3 times in one sitting. Let's go, Donald.
Okay,
Donald
this is
clutch.
a little scary because it's laser. Okay. So they hit his arm, and whenever you hit Jafar's arm, he starts blasting you with lasers. He shouldn't be doing this many of them, so I'm a little scared right now.
Oh my god, he's going crazy.
The aimbot, bro. Get me out of here.
Aimbot.
Oh, no!
Sometimes he just gets like stuck in this AI.
That was crazy. That normally happens in the Japanese version, not this one. Dude, stop!
Yeah, really.
Okay, we're safe here, I think, but we did way too little
Oh.
damage because we're...
You think?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but... Okay, he's here. He's not going to laser now.
I just saw the hand come up. Oh, he's over there. He's got the slow.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aladdin's dead, so he's not doing any damage right now.
Yeah, Aladdin is
my
like a
God.
huge help in this fight if he actually wants to cooperate, and he didn't. So, yeah, I'm just going to try my hardest to survive here.
Yeah, this is really
What is he
bad.
doing?
Usually,
What is he doing?
I'm gonna grab up this $5 donation from Paul136.
Yeah, go for
that
it.
says less than 3. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like we have some time to.
I wasn't expecting him to stop.
Appreciation out there. We've got a $50 donation from Tribal Science, a wonderful name to talk about science because, you know, Race Forward is helping with scientific efforts with their Policy Innovation Lab. So thank you so much for that, Tribal Science. We've got a $10 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much for benefiting Race Forward during Back to Black 2025. I'm checking in here to make sure. Are we still swinging?
Yeah, so
It's
that I don't know what happened to
Oh,
Fiago
no.
there. Just
Yeah.
like stood there for a while and let Glitch beat him. That was
You
pretty
know
nice.
what? That's fine. That was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Iago
I
gave up at the end.
appreciate that.
Yeah, he just
Yeah, I'm not on my multiple monitor setup because otherwise I just have you on one screen and then donations on the other. But I'm on my laptop, so I had to come back and I'm like, it got quiet. Did we die?
No, sorry. My sister just came in the room and she was yapping at me for a minute.
Oh, whoa. Oh, but I do want to update chat and let you know we're at $28,577. That's $423 away from that Riftmaster incentive. And again, we're trying to see your $5 puns. Make the reader angry today. This is a once in a lifetime offer. And by once in a lifetime, I mean the next time I'm on mic, you'll probably do it again then too. But $29,000 before the second hour of this run. Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2. I want to see them. Give me your best puns. They could be KH related. They could be just anything you want them to be about. I will read them begrudgingly and it'll help a good cause.
Now is your chance.
Now is your chance.
All right. Sorry about that little delay. Yeah, my sister is having a baby, so I'm about to be UNC status pretty soon. So she's just showing me the ultrasounds and stuff like that.
Oh,
Congrats.
congratulations.
Thank you. So here we are getting the 3 wishes from Aladdin. This is the new Keyblade. This Keyblade is pretty sick. It's got high crit chance, good damage. It's got short range, but it's not really a huge deal for the stuff we're going to be fighting here. And we're also getting the Green Trinity. So the first Green Trinity is here, and it actually contains a strength up. So we're going to be taking this, using it to get more strength for Parasite Cage. There is an extremely dangerous brutal strat to do on Parasite Cage that I am not going to do because it is not worth it. It only saves like 8 seconds. But with the combination of... Let me make sure I got everything here. Yeah. With the combination of the new Keyblade, the strength up, and an ability you get pretty soon, Berserk, we're going to be dealing major damage, especially in critical HP. But yeah, that is the thing with Berserk, is that in critical HP, you get +2 extra strength. So the way strength and damage works in this game, it's like if you have 5 points in strength more than your enemy's defense value, you do maximum damage. You literally cannot do more damage than you deal at that point. So Berserk will push us over that limit in some situations, but I may not use it because it literally requires you to do the entire fight with 1 HP, which is just madness. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll lock in.
Not the 1 HP challenge just because. That's such a choice. That's a choice.
It is. But I think I'll play it safe because we're doing pretty good right now. We still have not gotten any deaths, and we are past one of the hardest worlds in the game. From this point on, it starts to get a little bit more chill, especially this world. It's very chill. It's not really a huge risk of dying. Anything can happen because Expert be like that, but it's pretty chill. So from now and then Halloween Town, things are going to be mostly all right. So I don't think I'm going to throw away a good thing. I think I'm going to just keep it chill, keep it safe, you know. We'll see, though. I don't know. The demon might take hold of me and might just tell me, save time, bro. You know you want to do it. We'll see. But we got some dono time if you'd like, PT.
Okay, perfect. I have a $10 donation from Rose's Lion. Thank you so much for benefiting Race Forward on this fine Saturday evening watching Kingdom Hearts. I've got a $25 donation from, I think it's Maj Danvers. Thank you for donating to our cause. And I do want to remind everybody in the chat that as you're donating, make sure you're going in and you're clicking that incentive for Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop and getting those final levels, because again, we love the 2-for-1 special. We want Peas, but we want Riftmaster. So I am giving you a chance to say, why not both? Make sure you're picking that incentive at the very, very end when you're making your donation. I've got an $18 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so very, very much for contributing to the cause. And then I have another $10 donation from Anonymous. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, you got a little bit more time.
Alrighty, not a problem. I have a $25 donation from Anonymous. Just to remind everybody, we are contributing towards Race Forward, which is helping with things like their Policy Innovation Lab, their Butterfly Lab, and then their Heal Together movement, all of which are movements that are helping with combating systemic racism in education, in the housing sector, and then just generally speaking in criminal justice systems, respectfully. So please, please, please contribute to a wonderful cause that's helping uplift people like those that you're supporting here at Back to Black 2025. We also have another $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much for donating to Race Forward. It is greatly appreciated. In chat, we're still sitting at $423 away from that Riftmaster incentive being met. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you have bad puns out there. I know you have opinions about Kingdom Hearts. Let's see them in those donation messages.
Alrighty, so here we have a little sequence break type of skip here. This is chamber skip. Basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to enter this chamber through the portal over here, and we're going to want to try to Keyblade swing onto the portal right when the screen loads in. So let me try that. Okay, we got that. And we got it.
Nice.
Let's go. Oh, yo!
Oh. Someone was angry about that.
Yeah, he was not having it. He's like, nah, not saving time on my watch, buddy.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why are people in the chat spamming boiled peanuts?
I haven't seen it, but shout out to the homies who know that meme. I love boiled peanuts, bro. I'm a Southerner. Boiled peanuts are my snack. And it's just a huge inside joke with me and my Melee friends. Shout out to them, by the way. They said they'd have me on at the tournament this weekend. I couldn't make. But yeah, I used to get boiled peanuts every time we would play, bro. We'd walk to the corner store, boiled peanuts every time. And when I was in a tournament match one day, they started to chant, boiled peanuts, like while I was playing. So shout out to the homies for that one.
Yeah, I've seen it in the chat for so much of the evening. I'm just like, why in the world are they constantly saying boiled peanuts? Like, what is happening? I've gone to the behind the scenes. I'm like, does anyone know what this is? And everyone's like, shrug emoji. And I'm like, I'm just going to ask. I am just going to ask because
yeah, it's a deep cut.
I need to know. Okay, as long as it's a deep cut. Why do they keep screaming boiled peanuts? But I got $5 from Satan herself that says, have to congratulate Glitchedd on future uncle status. And you know how they make dad jokes? Let's make an uncle joke. What did the Sniper Wild say when his sister had a baby? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Oh, God.
That's a good one.
Disgusting. Going towards Puyo, let's go Peas. We are less than $400 away from the Riftmaster. And again, that $400 absolutely should also be contributing towards Peas. Get those donations in and you can be like Satan and make me read things that make me want to cringe. Oh, that was bad. That was
I'm messing with it. That was good.
Oh,
thanks for the congrats, too.
Yeah, so Glitch just tore through the first parasite cage.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I was going to ask chat, you could even make that into your $5 donation. I love reading your messages. Like, that's just me. People who are here from the wine cellar will tell you, reading your comments is like my favorite thing. So even if you want to add in a $5 train for your favorite snacks, I'm here for that. Because boiled peanuts is not one I would have on my bingo card.
It's quite rare, I will say.
I don't think I've ever had boiled peanuts.
Missing out, bro.
The only reason I know about them is from a Dochi song, and it's called Boiled Peanuts.
Oh, that song goes hard. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I just heard that recently. I was like, yo, my new anthem? Let's go.
All right, we got to give a shout out to Zetris for that jump right there that Glitch just did.
Shout out ZZ, man. The OG, also one of the reasons I speedrun this game, watching his GDQ Proud run. All right. If you guys want to explain Parasite Cage 2 for me, that would help because I kind of fumbled the bag a minute ago trying to do it.
Yeah, so pretty much every time you do the finisher ending hit every combo, it will stagger Parasite Cage here. And unfortunately, Donald hit the head, which causes him to break open like this, and he's stunned, which is a good thing that he's stunned. But the problem is that after he gets back up here, it's going to be hard to get back into the loop. And you don't get two-shot, but you do by some attacks. So it's a little bit sketchy. Now we're back in the loop here. So ideally, we can just do this the entire fight. And the combo is pretty tight. So if he drops the combo at all, it will be very bad.
Yeah, there's also like a little like blind spot where like towards the edges of him, where if you're comboing, he'll like miss most of the time.
Rib cage here, yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad. We also got the rare mushroom spawn, the little blue mushies that actually save some time in loads because instead of loading like 5 different types of enemies in the room, the game only loads the mushrooms, so it's a lot quicker.
I unfortunately have another pun to read.
Go for it.
I have a $5 donation from Symphibian that says, "What's the real reason that we need to beat Riku in the race on Destiny Island?
The reason...
We don't want to... Oh, no, we don't want to be Sora losers."
Not bad, not bad. I'll give you that one.
Nah, I'm going to say it's bad. That was terrible. Absolutely.
The duality. Pun enjoyers versus pun haters.
With no in between. You don't just kind of enjoy puns. You either love them or you hate them.
Very true. All right, so here is a funny little mechanic. This is what Fireball was talking about earlier. He said, let's get that Monstro W. So there's another little meme in my stream where you either get the Monstro Dub or you get the Monstro L. So Monstro can appear at random, whether you warp to him. So let's say I'm going to warp to him now. He can decide to show up. If he shows up and swallows me again, I lose a minute. There's nothing I can do about it. I just have to enter the world, leave the world by the save. But if Goofy yaps, if Goofy starts yapping, then I save a minute. So are we going to get a yapper? Yo, we got the Marathon Goofy yapping. Let's go, dude.
Marathon, yeah.
Let's go. Okay. So, yeah, Goofy just says, like, Monstro's is not here today, I guess. And then we get to go to Halloween Town for free. So, shout outs to Goofy for yapping. That's a Monstro dub. Fireball blessed us.
Shoutouts to Goofy because you're going to my favorite world. Hello? And
This
we get
world-
to go there faster?
Yes, this world is sick. I love this world too. It's definitely like thematically one of my favorite in Kingdom Hearts. And there's a lot of cool tech to do here as well. We do a lot of like little sequence breaks and things like that. So we'll see that here shortly. But we're going to land. Once we land, Jack's doing his little parade with the Heartless. They're not quite evil just yet until we get into the mix and interfere with it. But they're going to be dancing and vibing. We're just going to be picking up a little strength up in the corner and then visiting the doctor. And from there, things start to get a little crazy. So we got some dono time for now if you'd like.
Perfect. I have a $25 donation from Anonymous. Thank you again for donating to Race Forward. It is greatly appreciated. And then I have a $10 donation also from Anonymous. All right, chat. Are y'all just like not in the type of mood? Because I've got like 9 anonymous donations. I don't know who any of these are, but I'm appreciative of the donation. Don't get me wrong. I just want to make sure you get the recognition that you deserve for contributing to such a wonderful cause. And plus, you're just taking the opportunity to give us your time and energy. I want to make sure you're appropriately acknowledged. So $10 from Anonymous here. Again, that money goes towards things like their their heals movement, which helps with education and breaking down systemic racism barriers when it comes to acquisition of things like books and literature and whatnot. I've also got another $50 donation from Nolan. Thank you very, very much. Do you want me to keep going for a second?
Yeah, I got a menu, so go for it.
All right, not a problem. I have a $25 donation from Griffin Moth that just has a little 3. It's a little squiggly face. One that looks a little cute. I've got a $15 donation from Tim. Thank you so much, everybody, for your wonderful donations. I do want to remind you as well, while you're donating, you've got the donation dumpling going. You can have a $25 donation cover you for all prizes that we showcased for you today. Get you Ridley's Breath candle. It actually smells really good. Like, I didn't expect it to smell that good, but Ridley's Breath is kind of a banger. I would actually burn that candle. It smells great. $25 donation covers you for every prize that you saw today. You can also use that $25 to go towards the Puyo incentive we have open. Right now, we are just shy of $500. We're at 25% of it completed. I would love to see a little bit more traction on that. And while you're doing that, you will still be contributing towards the Riftmaster Kingdom Hearts 2 showcase. Again, we've got another 35 minutes if we want to make that goal of 29,000 before we're at the 2-hour marker of the run. So get them in. We can do it. And you get the opportunity to troll your host reader. Please, I'm actually inquiring that you troll me, sadly. Yeah, you can go ahead and torture me because this is the only time I'm going to say that's a thing that's okay.
You guys got the pass today. All right, so that was the first little Heartless fight here. Basically, we just focus on doing group blizzards. Group blizzards are used a lot in this world to take out multiple Heartless. It's kind of like our fastest AoE damage that we have. And we have Ray of Light now, which we got from Pot Centipede earlier. That gives us +1 MP, which also increases our magic power. So I did a big menu earlier. All I did in that menu was I took off Bolts of Sorrow from Jack so he doesn't ruin a boss fight later. And I took off his items, gave them to myself. Now I have a full stock of ethers to keep my blizzards up. And then also used the strength up I picked up and changed some of Donald and Goofy's AI. So Goofy is going to get MP Gift pretty soon, which is the most game-breaking ability, bar none, in the game. Shout out Goofy. But we set up to where later on he will do MP Gift at a higher frequency. And then for Donald, we set it to where he'll do advanced magic at a lower frequency. So that's like magic like Stop, Gravity, the tier above like Blizzard, Fire, Thunder. Reason for that is he can also ruin a boss fight later. So we just do all that stuff now since we're already in the menu and we're getting closer to the fights where that matters. And from here, this is a little tombstone minigame. So we're going to use the ether during it so that we're not wasting any time using it later. Pretty interesting RNG here. So we just have to kind of play a memory game and repeat the objects or like re-interact with the objects in the order that the ghosts came out. And we pick up the Jack-in-the-Box, which is the last thing the doctor needs to actually make a heart for the Heartless. So that's all Jack's doing here. He wants to make a heart for the Heartless so that they'll dance better. That's the whole point. But he doesn't realize he's opening up Pandora's box by doing that. And all the Heartless are going crazy at the thought of a heart. So now we got all the pieces. And Lock, Shock, and Barrel, the little creatures, Los Niños, the children, they are going to come and steal the heart. And from there, we have to go get it back. And those characters, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, are demons. They are actually so terrifying, and they are usually a run killer because they're so small. They're very hard to hit, and they have a lot of like charge attacks, ranged attacks, things that are just hard to deal with, and you fight all three at once. So that's kind of the gist of what we're going to be doing here pretty soon. And we do have a little bit more dono time if you want to get some in as well.
Of course, I have a $15 donation again from Chronic Dark that just says, "Thanks for being great, PT. I am trying my best out here. I really, truly, genuinely am." And I wanted to remind everybody again that Race Forward, Race Forward, all of your donations, 100% of them are going to go towards Race Forward, and it's going to contribute for the things like the prizes that I mentioned before. You don't even have to select those. You're automatically entered into a chance to win those prizes. But Race Forward themselves, I want to talk a little bit more about their specific Butterfly Lab and how that's actually a 3-year initiative that they launched in 2020, brought together by an incredibly diverse group of leaders with vast experience and expertise in advocacy, the law, human rights, policy, organizing, and popular culture to build power for effective pro-immigrant narratives that honor the humanity of migrants, refugees, and immigrants. Again, if there's anything that you want to know about Race Forward as you're thinking about donating, as you're going to the donate button, you're going, wow, I really wish I knew more about this charity because before this event, I didn't know about them. You could type !RF in chat and it'll take you to their website of www.raceforward.org.
All right, thank you so much. So now we're doing the community climb. So this is called the community climb because a ton of different members of the community figured out different jumps to get us to the top of the mansion. So we're going up to the top of Oogie's mansion to get the heart back from the kids. And we're going to be kind of having to fight them all at the same time, like I was saying before. And we're going to be using the strategy of just blasting blizzards. Like, we just got to blast. The more ethers we have, the better. I just went and checked to make sure I had more than one. So I'm going to focus on Locke because she has the least HP. And you just want to try to get as many of them in the blizzards as you can, because if not, that happens. And that's when things get real bad. Okay, but you can clank them and stop them.
Yeah,
I'm
double
just gonna do a
clank right there
couple.
is huge.
Yeah, there's a little bit of luck involved with this fight.
A little
Just
bit.
like hoping they all line up for the blizzard and they don't like demolish you.
Yeah, it's very sketchy fight. Okay, so we got one of the kids down, Shock. Now Barrow is the next scariest, but we also have Ether still, so this should be okay. You can probably just spam blizzards for the rest. Yeah, now just Locke throws out like presents at you, which don't do as much damage, but they can snipe you when you're trying to cure.
He is being a creature right now. Should have probably saved a little bit of MP, but it's fine. We made it. Yeah, that was extremely terrifying. Like I said, like they all just do their own thing. They have their own different attack patterns. Locke and Shock both charge you, and they don't let up. Once they have you in their sights, they are not stopping until you clank them. So I thankfully was able to clank all of them just in time, and I got a double clank at the beginning that saved my life. So
Yeah.
if you failed this fight, you have to do the community climb all over again. So it's not a good place to fail. Thankfully, I did not. So I'm going to put on a potion here because we actually have to use the Berserk strategy I was talking about earlier. So like I said before, Berserk will increase your damage by 2 strength when you're in critical HP. We can actually force critical HP in this Oogie fight to make it much faster. And it's usually pretty safe to do. It just depends on kind of how you take damage. Different attacks in this fight do different amounts of damage and things. But I'll leave it to the homies to explain this while I lock in, because this fight can get a little tricky.
Yeah, having one potion is kind of sketchy too. I'm not
It can
sure.
be.
Okay, yeah, but as long as you have something in mind. Because, you need to get to critical HP, as Glitch said, and it can be really hard when you can't take too many hits, obviously, or you die. So you see, he's not at crit just yet. I believe one more hit will put him to crit. And so that's why we have potions on, because you don't have enough magic to do enough cures to get you to critical HP. So we're just like playing a tricky game with our health to try to get it exactly where we want it. Right now, just one cure and then another hit from Oogie will bring it to critical HP, and now we can do Berserk strats. If you don't do Berserk strats, then you have to do multiple more phases of Oogie, which can be super slow. So that's why it's really important to do the Berserk strats. Using a potion there, and now hopefully get dice reflects. This is sketchy now. Yeah, so the dice...
I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. The dice can two-shot you, so on like normal, you can try to go for another hit on the dice if you get hit, but here it's way safer to just back off. Also, the switches on the ground will raise up that platform. Ideally, we do it without Donald or without Jack and Goofy there, because they will hit Oogie, and the way that Oogie works is that after 10 hits, he'll knock you off. And if they hit him, then those hits will do a lot less damage because they don't do nearly as much as Sora. So try to get this last Dash Reflect here. Oh no!
Wow, yeah, that hitbox really lingered.
That was whack.
Well, I have some more whack things for you, unfortunately.
More bugs?
Yes, so I have a $5 donation from Tribal Science that says, "We forgot to leave a joke. Whoops." They said, "Why are Hanner and Pence so stingy? All they have is a pence." That one took me a second, but there's one for you, simple and clean.
I'm gonna say that was really sketchy. when you like jumped over that thing right before it killed you.
Ungodly levels of sketchy, but we prevailed. The marathon blessing. Let's go, dude. Yeah, it's not great to miss dice reflex. You do lose probably like 15 seconds each time you miss it. But in expert, that's kind of trivial compared to dying. If I died, I would have lost like 2 minutes. So, yeah, thankfully I was able to get the HP manipped with the scythes. Depending on how many dice you actually knock back, he will put different things down. Like he'll put out a buzzsaw, he'll put out the scythes. The scythes are actually the easiest to get into Berserk with, but they are a little sketch. But yeah, we got through that, and now we're doing Oogie Manor. Oogie Manor is also kind of sketchy because of RNG fireballs. But we just want to break Oogie's pimples here. He has a bunch of these. There's a nice little RNG fireball. Cool. Those things can just come out of the pimples and blast you, and if you take 2 of the hits from those, you will be gone. So I don't want that to happen. So I do 2 blizzards here normally because it lines up the timing of my finisher for that fireball to miss me. And it just kind of eliminates me having to worry about that one. But down here, it can get a little weird because there we go. The fireball will pop out at a weird time sometimes. And for here, I'm going to stop these gargoyles. Jack is just chilling, dude.
He's T-posing.
Dude,
Oh
the
my God.
fireballs. Stop this madness, please.
They're everywhere. No.
Stop.
Oh my
Stop.
God.
Oh, it's so unlucky. Okay, we're living, though. We're chilling. This is really not ideal because now we have a gargoyle in our face. And I can't knock him away. So I gotta get out of the way. Jack coming in clutch.
Oh, wow.
Let's go, Jack.
The gravity.
I'm gonna heal just for safety.
Yeah,
And yeah, good idea. Fireball almost came for me. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, those fireballs will just randomly start coming for your neck. So I can't get the jump. I'm just gonna chill because it's gonna start being funny. All right. And then we're coming around here. Okay. So that's the alternate way. Normally you can do miss jump. You can explain that, Vincent.
Yeah, so basically you're just trying to do a weird jump where you jump from a higher elevation and then go back to the left and to grab that ledge on the other side. But yeah, pretty much like as you destroy the pimples, it becomes harder and harder because Oogie will do more and more attacks. It's like there's a safe strat where you can bring them all to 1 HP and then get them all one by one, one after another, so you don't have to deal with the Heartless. But Glitch goes for the fast strats.
We go ham all the time, buddy. But yeah, that is true. It is a lot safer, but it can be slower by a tiny bit. I think it's only like 10 seconds slower, which is pretty trivial in expert again. But yeah, normally the strat that I do where you stop the gargoyles, it works just fine. But the game was just being ruthless to me for some reason. It was just shooting me with a bunch of fireballs, which literally never happens. I guess that's my that hasn't happened before moment. But
well, there you go. You get to push the button now.
Yep.
They have a button for that. I do want to kind of cut in for a second and say I have another $5 donation from Anonymous that says, full disclosure, PT, this one tortures me to enjoy. Which kingdom would Riku rule over? The answer is Kingdom Farts.
What?
Now that's a banger.
I feel like that was a reach. But it said anonymous, so I can't go after anyone. I also have a $25 donation from Umbrul Bahamut. Shout out to my man Glitch for suffering with expert on the big stage. Just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful community you have and have welcomed me into and give me pure sentiments for you running expert. Smiles.
Thanks, Bahamut. I appreciate you, man.
So I don't think we've actually asked the question for everybody of what are your favorite worlds in the Kingdom Hearts games? Because I know we've asked about characters and other stuff, but we haven't talked about the favorite worlds. I already said mine was Halloween Town, with second place being Hollow Bastion, and we haven't even talked about things like outfits. Halloween Town is my favorite specifically because of the outfits.
Yeah, Halloween Town is max trip. I'm not gonna lie. But for me, I would probably say Hollow Bastion for my favorite too. It's just something about like the aura of that world, man. Like you land there, you're looking for Riku and Kairi, like you're kind of getting towards the end game. You see Beast all on his lonesome there to save his love of his life, and then you both get dejected. Like Belle's gone, Kairi, you have no idea where she's at. Riku betrays you, and it's just you and Beast just braving the storm together, bro. It's just so hard. But that's my favorite world for sure. What about y'all?
Yeah, mine is Hollow Bastion for the exact same reason that you said.
Yeah,
do you agree?
Yeah, definitely
classic.
Hollow Bastion and Twilight Town.
Oh yeah, Twilight Town's a sleeper. Sleeper hit. Let's go, dude. Yeah, so much actually happens in Twilight Town, like across all the games. Like, it's such an important world after this game. It's introduced.
Oh, and we got hook ship.
Perfect RNG. Let's go, dude.
I also wanted to interject real fast to say, chat, we're at $28,662. That means we have about 20 minutes remaining to make $338 to get that Riftmaster incentive. We've been enjoying the expert vibes. We've been enjoying the chill vibes of Kingdom Hearts on expert, which is, again, a wild thing to say. I'm playing again on expert, and it's cozy. But if you're looking for that high energy, you're definitely going to want to contribute to that Riftmaster 2 showcase, because we're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts, but on a Riftmaster. So again, get those donations in and make sure you're picking that incentive at the bottom so it can go towards Puyo Puyo for tomorrow as well.
Fire. All right, so now we got Hookship. Like Monstro, Hookship is a random chance to spawn. You have about like a 30% chance to miss it, which is in your favor, but it does happen a lot to the best of us. It happens so much to where for the PC version of Final Mix, we modded that out. We were so tired of resetting to that. We were just like, nah, get rid of it. We have the power. Let's do it. This game, though, even though this is also its own kind of mod, SH2 Luck was like, nah, this is part of the authentic experience. Y'all are going to deal with it. So we deal with it. But yeah, Hookship and Monstro both just have a chance to make you lose a minute. So I actually got the perfect RNG for both of them. So I have not lost any time to RNG world appearances. So that's actually amazing. It's really rare for that to happen. And here's Anti-Sora. This fight is mega cursed. This is another really painful fight. You guys want to talk about Donald and Goofy trolling? They do not understand the assignment whatsoever in this fight. Goofy will ruin my loop so many times. But you guys can help explain this for me if you don't mind.
Yeah, so this fight's actually better when your party members die. Makes things a lot better.
It's true.
Not they need to die and it makes things better. That's intense.
You want to take over, Wyatt?
Yeah. So yeah, basically with Anti-Sora, you're gonna try to like loop him. If every like 5 hits, he'll basically like disappear, or he'll go underground like that if he wants to do whatever he wants. But basically, you want to loop him like in the corner here. And luckily, Donald and Goofy are both dead right now. And there's like a berserk strat for this fight, but it's like really hard to set up, especially on expert.
Oh, I do want to cut in for a second and say there's a $25 donation from Cypress donating so we can hit that Riftmaster showcase. We're so close, chat. We're super close. We're almost $300 away from it with that donation. We're now at $28,687. So let's keep those donations going for Puyo Puyo and the Riftmaster showcase. It's at $29,000. We can do it.
Come on, guys, get those donations in.
So pretty much like around his health is when he's guaranteed to start disappearing after 5 hits, which is what Glitch should be trying to do here. There's like a few frames where he's vulnerable after his attack, and that's when we have to do the Keyblade swing. So these are actually very precise attacks here, where he catches him during the like few frames he's vulnerable, and then does another few hits to make him disappear again. And yeah, you can do berserk strats. But that is super risky because they're 1 HP the whole time. And so he broke out that one time, that's fine. But see, the party members pushed him out of the way, which they often do.
And then, yeah, the clones died like a single blizzard, so he uses a blizzard to get rid of them.
Not bad.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I decided not to do Berserk because, nah, man. I've been doing a lot of practice, and every time I've died, it's been to that Berserk strat. So I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. Doing pretty good, though. And for this menu, I am taking off a couple things for Peter Pan, making him use items a little bit earlier, giving myself some new equipment. I gave myself Ray of Light and Raven's Claw. Raven's Claw gives me +2 strength, and Ray of Light increases my magic by 1. So we want Ray of Light on because we're going to be using some Simba to get rid of this Heartless Wave before Hook. And Raven's Claw just kind of keeps our strength on par with what it would have been without Ray of Light. And then, yeah, for Peter Pan, we want him he has a bunch of ethers in his inventory. We want him to share those with me and Goofy, preferably Goofy, because Goofy now has MP Gift. And MP Gift is extremely broken in this version of the game. It costs Goofy 1 MP to give you 3. So he's pretty much an infinite MP machine. He's just got like infinite MP glitch, except it's canon. It's not a glitch.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
We also got some more sussy Simba.
yep, a little bit more sussy Simba coming in. Let's go, dude. So
Oh my God.
he is actually
I'm telling
kind of sus here. We didn't use him for a long time, but shout out to Sonic. She actually came up with the strat a long time ago, and we dropped it for a while. We weren't super into it, but then she came back. She's like, "Why aren't you guys doing this?" And
Yeah, last time I ran this game, we weren't doing this strat.
yeah, and it's definitely way better. I don't know why we ever stopped, but we want to clear out all these guys by doing full charges followed by 1 charges, and then we do a final full charge on the last things here to stun them. So it's going to stun the 2 air pirates, and then I get to use stop on this one, followed by a couple gravities. The boys are going to refill me, and that's part of me adjusting their AI as well. Anytime I have 1 MP left now, Goofy is going to see that and be like, "Oh, Sora needs MP? Here you go, dude." He'll sacrifice 1 of his to give me a full 3. And that's going to allow me to do a stop loop on Hook. So I also equipped stop and gravity. Gravity is for later for me, and stop is to use in this fight. So this fight can be dangerous. So in order to avoid having to redo that Heartless fight, I'm just going to walk through and set a checkpoint. In case I do die, it'll spawn me in that room, and I can just walk back out and fight Hook. But yeah, you guys can take over for this here. I'm just going to try to lock in.
Yeah, so here it's extremely difficult to get the stop loop on Hook because he's only stopped for the length of the combo, just about. So these air combos have to be super tight. And that's like a really difficult thing about the speedrun is getting your air combos as low to the ground as possible. He got really lucky that the ship is right here because he's getting MP from both the ship and Hook. So you can potentially get the stop loop for the entire fight.
Whoa!
Yeah, with that, he like barely even needed MP from his party members.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Oh.
All right, it's getting a little sketchy now. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
super sketchy. Okay, funny. I've never seen that animation.
That was a
What
very nice
that?
pose.
Another moment I've never seen that before.
Oh my god. Yes, he was summoning the ship there is what happens. Okay, this is when Hook goes into Berserk himself.
Oh my
god!
I drop off.
Okay. That was
That's
clutch.
insane.
Oh,
Okay, so wait, hang on. Real
my
quick.
heel kept
Glitch-
canceling.
Glitch just did a parry that saved. That was like if he missed that parry, it was over. That would have been a death. That was so clutch.
And it was sketchy because you missed the 2 right before it, so it was like, I don't know if he's gonna get it.
Go ahead, PT.
I'm gonna cut in with a donation from $25 from Dirty Shuff. It's been a full day of parenting, so can we please get this showcase so I can watch more marathon goodness? Loving the run, the event, and the cause. Let's get this incentive. Chat, something else you need to know about this incentive. The person running it, Lands the Master, this is their first time showcasing at GDQ. This is their first time showcasing at GDQ with many other people that are here at Back to Black. So you're not just pushing it for Race Forward. You're not just pushing it for the 2-for-1 incentive. It's also giving somebody the opportunity to have their first ever showcase on the GDQ stage to help raise money for charity. So we are less than $300 away. We are currently waiting for $288 to meet that incentive. Actually, I could go even further for the math. It's $287.59.
To the T. Nice.
To the T. Math gay. But get those donations in. We want to get that taken care of so that Lance can have their first ever run. And we still want to try and meet it by the 2-hour marker. That's 12 minutes away. And then, Glitched, how's your pace looking? How are we doing on that?
I'm pretty sure I'm only like 20 seconds off of record right now, which is pretty dang good, especially for Expert being such a volatile run. This isn't like a run that you can just hop on and just consistently get good paces. Like, this is a miracle run right now. Considering it's in a marathon, yeah, this pace is insane. So, could be a record. We'll see. We're going to try hard. We have a lot of time to save still at the later game stuff, but the later game stuff is also the hardest. So, we'll see how it goes.
Not to jinx it.
I have
but,
the faith in you.
Yeah, there has not been a Deathless expert run ever done before by anybody.
Why would you ever say that out loud?
Because this is the run.
This is an inside thought. You got to keep that internalized. You got to use your energy instead to be like, come on, chat, let's get Lands of Master their first ever showcase, because that's something that's never been done before.
True. True.
That also has never happened before, and that's something we want to happen.
I like that segue.
Lands the Master getting their mate. See, I got you. I'm picking up what y'all are throwing down. You can't be cursing people like that, though. That's a commentator curse. Come on now.
Okay, come on, dude. Okay, nice. Yeah, that's a very hard little platforming segment there. So let me do this menu so that I can fly. I'm going to give myself R's, air combo plus, counterattack. I'm going to give myself White Fang. Goofy gets Ray of Light, so he gets more MP gifts. And I need to use the power up. And that's the big menu for there. So...
Did you put on very hard?
I did not. I just realized my MP was trash. I was like, yo. So we also need to put Fairy Harp on. That's the new Keyblade we get. More damage and more magic, so it's really good. But this shouldn't affect me. If you equip a Keyblade with less magic and then equip one with more, you don't, like, regenerate MP. You have the same MP as the lower Keyblade. So that's why I'm missing one right now. But it's fine. We're going to be fighting Opposite Armor soon. This is a boss that actually unlocks like really early in the game, but we just avoid doing him for now until this point, because at this point we have so many more tools. We're so much stronger, and we already have to revisit Traverse Town again anyway, that it just makes sense to do him now when we're more powerful. So first we got like a little roof fight, if I can get on the ladder. This roof fight is just a bunch of the Magic Heartless. We want to use Ars Arcanum to try to knock as many of them out at once as we can. That was really good.
Oh wow, that was super good.
And nice ether. So
that was like
got a free little ether.
Can't go any better than that.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Good stuff. So now we're gonna ring the the doorbell. We're gonna ring the actual bell, and the bell is gonna turn this little fountain to reveal the keyhole to Traverse Town, but Opposite Armor is going to be guarding it, and we have to defeat him before we can seal it. So that's another reason we got to do this. We do have to seal the keyhole for Traverse Town. And let's see, this should be the last pull. All right. And it's going to be a cutscene. Yep. All right. So now we're good to go. So I want to go into this fight with 2 MP or 1 MP usually is what I would prefer. So I'll probably do another stop real quick. Yeah, there we go. So the reason for that is because, like I said earlier, Goofy only knows to give you MP when your MP is at a certain amount. So see how he instantly gave me 3? That's because I was at 1. So Goofy's MP is actually like pretty low right now. I hope he's gonna have enough to keep me supplied, but
That's actually asinine, being like, wow, your MP sucks. I hope you have enough to give me some. That's wild. But I do have a couple things I'd like to read off too.
Yeah.
I've got a $25 donation from HJ Hornbeck that says, I followed PT's advice and looked up Race Forward's website. Dang, this is exactly the sort of organization we need. I'll gladly fork over some cash to help, and that Riftmaster Showcase will be a wonderful bonus. Again, y'all, Race Forward's doing a lot of really, really good work out there, and they're trying to dismantle systemic racism at multiple levels. They're not focusing on just one individual effort. They're trying to handle multiple efforts, and they're enforcing projects and plans to try and do so. So please, please, please help out this wonderful cause, and in the process, get Lands the Master their first ever showcase. I've got another $25 donation from Devin that says, Kyrie's inside me?
the classic line.
I was gonna say, there's been a couple I've seen in chat. I'd love to see those in donation comments too. Your favorite one-liners from Kingdom Hearts, because someone dropped off the one from Phil that says, you gotta get on the Hydra's back. And I can hear that in my nightmares.
Oh yeah, I love Phil, dude. I love, we gotta get this place spruced up for the games. It's my favorite.
But he's also got I've got 2 words of advice for you: attack.
Oh yeah. The 2 words. Yeah, dude, I run the original version of this. I'm not just a cutscene remover guy. This didn't exist for years while I was running this game. So this is like a pleasant little privilege to be able to run this nowadays. But When I was coming up, I was only running the cutscenes, and there would be streams that I would do where I would sit there for like 4 hours at a time practicing one fight, and you just had to watch the cutscene to practice on console. You couldn't really do like emulator or anything because the input delay was too bad. So I would just be watching the cutscenes over and over again. So I could probably close my eyes and just watch the Kingdom Hearts 1 movie at any point that I wanted.
That's crazy.
I did want to jump in real fast and say we are less than 250 away from the Riftmaster Showcase with 5.5 minutes remaining. Chat, can we make it before Kingdom Hearts 2 is no longer met in 2 hours? I believe in us. $250 remain for that incentive to be met in 2 hours.
Y'all got this. Let's go. All right, so we're doing a quick warp to Neverland and back out so that we can head to Hollow Bastion. So we've done everything with sealing the keyhole in Traverse Town that unlocks Hollow Bastion for us, and turning in the gummy piece to Sid as well makes our gummy good enough to actually make the journey. So now we're gonna do a usually kind of sketchy gummy mission. We have a little cheat code here to get around the sketchiness, but before that happens, I want to see an 07 in chat for this Heartless pilot. It's his first day and he didn't make it. 07, rest in peace.
I just want you to know, given the nature of what we're fundraising for and the time of year it is, that there were several rude comments that came up at once, and I refrained from saying any of them. Can we get some good job PTs in chat?
Good job, Pete.
Good job.
Thank you. I decided to bite my tongue, but not about Rock Rocket dropping $25 towards that Landsmaster Showcase. We're getting closer, chat. We're now less than $230 away from that incentive. And don't forget, you can just type !donate in chat, so you don't have to go around looking for the buttons and all that stuff. Girl, that's extra. Just type the command, click the link, go forth and do the donation thing. We've got you. We're less than $230 away.
Thank you all so much for contributing. It's been awesome doing the run for GDQ, for Race Forward, for all you guys in chat. It's been a great time, and honestly, I couldn't be asking for it to go better right now. It is going wonderfully. So yeah, thank you guys all for the support, and keep on supporting the cause. Thank you so much. All right, so the cheat code that we just did there is going to the top right of the screen. Yeah, if you go,
we got cheats.
We got hacks. If you go to the top right of the screen there, you can avoid every Heartless ship that comes at you as long as you just hold your gun. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that can interact with you and get in your way, but if you're holding the fire button on the gummy ship, it's just going to take them out before they get to you. And there are a couple gummies, like enemy Heartless gummies, that are huge, that if they come in contact with you, they one-shot you, and you have to do the whole mission over again. So sitting in that corner in the top right, that is the cheat. You just want to sit there so that does not happen. It will pretty much 100% of the time never happen if you do that.
My preferred Kingdom Hearts cheat is never changing the gummy from the default one that they give you, because I am not big-brained enough for that. But what I am big-brained enough for is this $23 donation from Anonymous saying, we are schmoovin'. We are schmoovin', chat. $12.90 from Alex. Thank you so much for benefiting Race Forward, giving us a lot of good energy during this Black History Month 2025. Chat, we are less than $300 away from that Riftmaster Showcase. Can we do it? Oh, I'm sorry. I had bad math. Apologies. The math gate malfunctioned for a hot second. I need to redo that math. We are actually $180 away from that Riftmaster Showcase. Apologies, chat's moving too fast. $150 away almost from that Riftmaster Showcase. +1 for PT Hype Run. Thank you so much for the $25 donation. I'm going to try your name again. It's aluminum, but not quite. Aluminum? Something like, you know what? I'm just going to put it as red. I got your $25 though, and I appreciate you. A $10 donation from Clara that says, great event. Thank you. Less than 150 away, chat. We can do it. We can make it. I believe in the power to make our dreams not be memes. That Riftmaster Showcase with this in our grasp. What can we do to get over there? I believe in us. We can do it, chat. We can push over that $29,000 marker for money raised for Race Forward in the next 2 minutes. It's $150 away. The milestone is in your grasp. We can be part of the first big movement here at GDQ, bringing so much fresh black talent to the stage, giving them their first opportunities to raise money for charity. Sorry, I got a little soapboxy. It got a little intense there, but I did get $75 from Rainy. Thank you so much for your support for Back to Black 2025.
Thank you.
We're
So
less than 50. Oh, it's almost 50. It's almost 50. Okay, nope, they're still moving. I'm sorry.
go for it. Keep on it.
My job calls for me. I got $10 from Foxado. Thank you so much for your contribution. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna get some more donations. Gonna let you do your thing here for a second. We just cleared the 29K barrier. That means at the 2-hour barrier, we have hit 29,000, grabbing us the Kingdom Hearts 2 Riftmaster Showcase. Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2. Love to see it. Love that energy from chat. Thank you so much for your contributions. Are y'all excited for more Kingdom Hearts? How about on the call and everything? Y'all want more Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Excellent.
Especially
I'm
with the
here for that.
Riftmaster, man.
I'm excited for that one.
The wireless controller is wild work. Like, I know that some people have said that, like, oh, well, you know, that's just like, listen, anytime they play it on a controller that's not standard issue, I'm interested. DDR pads, yes. Riftmasters, yes. Saxophones, yes. Bananas, yes. Steering wheels, I want all of it because I'm never going to do it. I'm not smart enough for any of that. But I'm going to let you have the floor for a hot second so I can take a breath.
Sure, for
And I'm
sure.
going to read some more donations.
All good. Thank you, PT. So we're now in Hollow Bastion. We lost the Keyblade. We have the wooden sword that we've been rocking in Destiny Islands now. Riku took the Keyblade from us because at this point in time, his heart is stronger than ours for some reason, I guess. He just believes in the Keyblade magic a little bit harder
He
than we
just
did.
like gaslights the Keyblade.
Literally, yeah. And the
Did you say
Keyblade is...
he gaslights it?
Yeah, he gaslights the Keyblade.
He's
I'm
like, you
getting
don't
some
have what it
yogurt on
takes to
that.
be a Keyblade master. And the Keyblade's like, you know what? You're kind of spitting, bro. I'm gonna go chill with you for a little bit. But yeah, we don't have it anymore. Donald and Goofy even leave us. They're haters, man. They're traitors.
Fake friends.
They're like, Goofy, we got to remember our mission. And King Mickey said, yeah, follow the key. No matter what you do, follow the key. So that means leaving me behind. So
Yeah, they have a
me and the
momentary
homie
lapse in
beast-
judgment.
Yeah, they do. Me and the homie beast are rocking it alone, rocking it solo for a common goal. We're here to save our friends, our loved ones, and it's part of why this world is so sick. I love Beast. He just fits so well in this world as like a lone wolf gamer. But I'm rolling away to despawn those dark balls because I don't have the means to defeat them really with this wooden sword that does 1 damage. But we hit a switch to unlock this big door in the waterway, and now we're about to fight Riku for the first time, and this is Riku after he's already gotten kind of possessed by a little bit of darkness. He doesn't quite have that Ansem in him just yet, but
That's such a wild line to say out loud.
he doesn't have it just
He
yet.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do this fight and I'm gonna read some
So this fight is a little bit weird. This is one of the most like wacky fights in the whole game, even Final Mix. Like there's not really like a super ultra consistent way of doing this fight. But in this game, since MP Gift is so broken, it pairs perfectly with R's Arcanum. So Goofy gives us 3 MP, R's costs 3. We just spam that combo and do as much damage as we can. So you guys can kind of pick up for me while this is happening. It is a long load because it's a long cutscene, but
Yeah,
Arrow.
it makes it a bit more difficult when you have to use arrow on expert mode. The arrow gives you more defense, so you take like about maybe a little bit over half damage, and it kind of messes up your MP situation because now we have 4 MP, and so eventually you might get his MP to a certain point where Goofy won't grow MP gifts. Right now, we're gonna use the Mega Ether to give Goofy more magic back. And yeah, Riku retaliates after 3 hits. That's when he'll attack you back. And so the R's will always activate his retaliation, and you want to be on the wall so that you can get the entire R's to hit him. But we're out in the middle of the open right now. It's actually a pretty good fight still.
that was really good.
That was good.
I'm gonna sneak in real fast and
for it.
say we got a $20 donation from Emmy Pup that says, "Let's go Riftmaster." Thank you so very much. And I have a $25 donation from Dashneer that says, "Look, a distraction."
Where?
That's it. That's it. It's like me furiously looking behind me because I'm the most susceptible person in the world.
All right, so now we're doing the library puzzle. Pretty simple puzzle. We just pick up the books that are lying around and match them with the colors on the bookcases. The red book is right there to start the puzzle, but the others are kind of spread out in different places. We're just going to jump up the staircase because it's faster than going around. But there's a yellow book on the table, but a green book in its slot. So we're just going to take the green book out, replace it with yellow or orange, I guess, in this case. And that's going to reveal the secret switch. We actually don't have to do the rest of the puzzle. There's a bunch of other books around that give you like items and things like that if you actually put them in the right places. But we don't got to do that. We just got to open that switch. And we're going to be doing a little merry-go-round of puzzles here. So we got to light these candles with fire. We have to hit these pots with something, anything, I think. Maybe you need physical attacks. I haven't tried.
No,
magic.
you can use fire actually.
Okay, yeah, I figured. A little bit more of the fire candles here. There's a red trinity that we need to push to reveal this broken piece. And all these pieces are for a heartless door that lets us progress past this area. So we're just going to do all these little puzzles here. More fire candles, and here's a little statue to push. This statue can be kind of finicky. Sometimes it just won't push, but we got pretty good luck there with it pushing immediately. I don't know why it doesn't. Some people say it doesn't push if Donald and Goofy land behind you, but I'm not sure about that because I've had that happen.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, I'm one of those people too. If they're touching your feet, you just like stop.
The veteran gamers say it is so it must be so. I believe y'all. So we're gonna jump down.
Else must
grab
be so.
these. Yeah, go ahead.
We are 50% of the way through that Puyo Puyo incentive. We're currently at $738 out of the $1,500 needed to get that. And chat, another big update for you because y'all are just so cute. Y'all are doing so good, so cute. We're at $29,288. I'm not trying to get too overzealous, but I'm saying $29.5 would sure be nice, especially when we got donations coming in, like this $100 donation from Jerica that says, me, Donald, heal me, Donald, thunder.
Classic.
Or we also have this $100 donation coming in from Evan, just benefiting the cause of Race Forward. Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you all. Yeah, my favorite is when he goes to heal you and he's like, Sora, and then he just gets cut off and dies. Yeah, that's my favorite. He tries, but he just can't get out of harm's way sometimes. Or Donald. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of elevator riding. I'm going to jump over this guy so he doesn't smack me. But I'm going to enter first person here just to time a roll over to this corner. We want to despawn these gargoyles. You can kill them, or the first one that spawns in front of you, but I haven't really practiced that strategy because it's a little bit of a new school thing. But as you can see, doing that little first-person camera can still despawn them in time for you to grab that chest. And inside that chest is the Holy G. That is the biggest, chunkiest, laggiest engine in this game, but it is the fastest engine. Even with the lag that it can cause sometimes, it's not always. It is a huge speed boost for the gummy. So you want to pick that up. Even though we only have like 2 gummies left, it's still worth it. It's that fast. So now we're on the elevator, and we're just going to be chilling here for a minute until the wizards spawn. Once the wizards spawn, we're just going to kind of go around the circle and take them all out. Usually these little creatures here, they can take out the one that spawns in front of me where I'm standing, but I have not gotten them to do it. They do not listen. They don't get the memo, so I'm just going to do it myself. And while I'm taking them out, you can go ahead with more donations and things, PT.
All right, perfect. I was just about to ask about that. So another big update. I was saying we were going to get to 29.5 would be cute, and then chat was like, oh, we can be cuter. We're currently at 29,388. That's only 122. No, wait, time out. 112. Sorry, it's getting late, so the brain is starting to shut down. $112 away from 29.5. We had a $25 donation from Prosty that says, why does the writing for the Kingdom Hearts series feel like it was done in an office with an undiagnosed gas leak? That's brutal. That's actually out of control. That's wild. We have a $25 donation from Lich Silve that says, a great cause. Let's see that showcase.
Oh, yeah.
I've also got a $100 donation from Vito V that just has no comment. They just want to help out Race Forward with all of their missions and unpacking systemic racism so that we can have a better living condition for Black and brown people throughout the United States. All right, chat. You're really pushing the envelope there. I said you were cute, but now you're challenging me because I think you're trying to be cuter. I could be wrong though. I don't know. I don't like to put words in people's mouths, so you know, I'm just going with what I see.
Give me strength.
All right. So this is a Dumbo skip. If you guys want to explain this, while I make sure I don't miss it.
Yeah. So basically, with Dumbo, when you like dismiss Dumbo, you get like a little bit of extra height, and that gives us enough height to grab that ledge, and we skip a couple of load zones.
Yeah, we skip like an entire puzzle too, because usually you would have to do this puzzle where you fight a bunch of Heartless, interact with an elevator, it like pulls down this little block that lets you get up to that platform. We skip all that because Dumbo lets us rise, and then like Wyatt said, we can just dismiss and get that little boost of damage to grab the ledge, or boost of height, rather. All right, and this fight is cursed. I'm not looking forward to this, but we ball. So I'm gonna fill my MP up, get Arrow ready, and I'm gonna fight Maleficent. So Ninten has been labbing this fight a bunch too. You could probably explain the way that this strat works now.
Yeah, so pretty much, first of all, we need to use Arrow. I think I should be using it a bit later on because you get 2 shot by everything here, so it's very scary if you get hit. We do 4 hits there, it procs Maleficent to do that swipe, and then she spawns the defenders right afterwards, and we get another R's off. We basically want to get as much damage as we possibly can in this moment here. This is getting really sketchy, really fast. High potion.
It was so laggy I couldn't. It is like 20 FPS right now.
Yeah, so
okay, it's fine. It's fine. We take that.
Laugh.
No, it's bad. I was like mashing X. I was like, dude, why isn't it coming out? The lag was just too powerful.
I can't laugh at anyone. I play Bloodborne Hitless and everyone's like 60 frames per second. I'm like, nah.
Try 20, bro.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, continue your fight though.
Yeah, so pretty much we ideally want to beat her before she's able to disappear like this. Now it's just kind of trying to survive and prevent her from doing any more teleporting. But there's not really much we can do here other than like gravity a platform when it comes back. Basically, I think what happened is that we weren't able to do enough damage in the first part of the fight, and so it kind of messed up. This fight is like very scripted if you do it correctly, but then it can go bad really quickly. Okay, so this should be fine now. Get MP from Goofy. Oh dear.
I'm not risking that, bro. All right, cool.
There we go.
Believe it or not, I only lost 3 seconds on my, or 0.3 seconds on my PB there. That's how cringe this fight is. Yeah, no, ideally you would finish the fight with 2 meteor, or like 1 meteor spawn, and then you'd be done. And she'd spawn meteors at the very end, and you'd already have done enough damage to win. But since it's expert and you got to play like really scared, you can't really do that. Let me take this from Goofy. Get that out of my inventory. Also get this out of my inventory. I'm tired of seeing that.
That's real.
Beast over Donald, and yeah, I had to give Goofy an elixir there. Do I have everything right? Yes. I had to give Goofy, no. What am I saying? I had to give him an ether, yeah, because he ran out of MP, and if he runs out of MP, my Ars Arcanum train is over. It has stopped. So as long as Goofy is stocked on the MP, I can go ham. But in this fight, this is the classic fight, just like Final Mix. We do, we do the stop strats if we can manage it. It's looking a little sus right now.
Is Simba here?
He is not, just Beast.
Oh no, so it's just sus. I hate it.
Oh yeah.
I hate
No
it so
sussy
much.
Simba,
Also-
just sus.
Just sussy. But also, I see you, chat. Y'all not funny with this cry percent nonsense. They out here. Okay, I'm gonna tell the runners because they probably not looking and stuff too. They're saying it's gonna be cry percent at 30K, and that's a running meme, I guess. More than the puns. I see what y'all are out there doing. I see it. Don't make me revoke y'all's cute cards.
Okay, so we were in like the sussy territory because the fireball spawns, but completely dodged all of them. Ultra instincts, just
second half of that was really good. Sketchy opening, but the rest of it was really good.
Yeah, we salvaged it. Usually what you do, you just lock her down like normal, like final mix. You just stop, combo. When Goofy and you run out of MP, Mega Elixir to fill you both and just repeat until she's gone. But I'm genius, and I barely mistimed the final finisher, or the finisher of the first combo, and that just threw off the entire fight from the start, but was able to salvage it, thankfully. If you can't salvage it, then yeah, she'll start literally flipping around in circles and spawning fireballs and pounding the ground. It gets like real dangerous. I'm gonna keep Ray of Light on here, and do I have any? No, I don't have anything. Okay, that's fine. Riku can get a little sketchy too, but it should be fine. All right. So this is Riku 2. If everyone, all the old heads who grew up with the version that you can't skip cutscenes on, even the ones who grew up on Final Mix, like the newer HD ports, y'all probably remember dying to this man about 500 times on your first playthrough. I remember hearing, like, there's no way you're taking Kyrie's heart, like, so many times, man. And even to this day, like, from practicing and dying myself, this is that fight. So this fight is very, very precise. I'm going to try to lock in for this here.
Locking in.
Yeah, so for this fight, it's similar to the first fight where he'll retaliate after a certain amount of hits. In this fight, it's 4 hits. He'll retaliate back, and the timing for getting him back into. So basically, we're gonna try to loop him by catching him after he retaliates, and that timing is really, really tight. I think Glitch might opt for a somewhat safer strat, but even though it's safer, it's still really sketchy. He takes so much damage, and we don't have enough magic here for an arrow.
He is being aggro.
He's just going ham. Yeah, so he was looking for another attack, which is easier to catch him off of, where he kind of side jumps. Yeah, we got him in the loop here. Slightly mistimed the finisher.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not trying to die here, bruh.
Yeah, taking a DM. Ideally, we can skip the DM, but you can dodge it pretty easily. It's not too big of a deal. Back in the loop here, and ours to finish it off. Nice.
Not too bad. Not ideal, but not too bad. Much better than dying. Yeah, he just would not stop being aggro at the start. Normally what you would do after he kind of goes into that second phase where he gets the aura beam attack or like the slicer or whatever it is, normally what you do is you wait for him to do that sidestep. When he does that sidestep, he's not like putting out a gigantic hitbox that's going to destroy you and moving across the screen at light speed. He just kind of steps to the side and he waits for a second. That's like the perfect opportunity to start the loop. I was waiting for that, but he just was not giving it to me. He was going full speed ham the entire time, to the point to where he even exited the phase. He went back to the first phase because he just used so much power. But we waited it out. We were patient. You got to be patient sometimes on expert, because if you go too hard, too fast, you'll just lose your life. So thankfully we didn't. Thankfully we went through that decently smooth. I also opted to do the harder version of the loop, and I didn't really mess it up except for like one time. The harder version is also another strat that Sonic came up with. Shout out to her. You do the 2 hits followed by a full combo, and that will kind of stagger Riku infinitely if you time it properly, but the timing is very, very strict. Otherwise, you would just do 4 hits, wait for him to retaliate, and repeat, which is a little bit more lenient. But we're just creaching around right now. We're just turned into a creature. We lost our heart. We gave up our heart for Kyrie. She regained herself, and now we're just kind of lost in the darkness as a little shadow. But PT, if you'd like to go forward with more donations and stuff, feel free. This is a good time.
Well, before I go into the donations, it's been brought to my attention that it is apparently your birthday today.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is gonna be my birthday at midnight. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. for me, but it's probably my birthday somewhere in the world right now.
It's your birthday at GDQ because it's 12 p.m. for us.
Yeah,
so
12 p.m. here.
12 p.m. It's 12 a.m.
12 a.m.
So happy birthday!
Thank you.
First of all,
Thanks,
that's
guys.
super
Happy
exciting.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Can we get some happy birthdays in chat? Maybe use some happy heckin' birthday donos in chat.
Could be
I think
real.
That would be a good way to send it off. Speaking of donations, I have a $112 donation from Granix that says, "Hey PT, we are Twitch chat. You think we're going to stop at 29.5? Why would we want to stop there when we're raising money for such a great cause? I totally think we can easily hit 30K before 3 hours." Okay, so Granix is throwing down the gauntlet. We think that chat's cute enough that we've got, what, another $500 and just shy of 1 hour to get there. Can we do it? Granix is asking. They want to know. They think Twitch chat is the cutest chat. You got to hold on to your title. Prove to them that you are, in fact, the cutest chat. We also got a $50 donation from Anonymous. Thank you again for supporting the cause that is Race Forward. Now, I've talked about a couple of their initiatives. I want to talk about one more really fast, which is their Heal Together movement. So they've spearheaded efforts, which is the Heal Together movement. That's honest education, action, and leadership, which is a movement of students, parents, educators, and school board members in school districts across the United States who believe that an honest, equitable, and fully funded public education is a foundation for a just multiracial democracy. As somebody who had elementary education where things were not funded that well, this is a very, very critical movement, especially for education in urban communities and less kind of built up and ready to be, I don't want to say deployed, but words are hard when it's someone's birthday and it's late. But nonetheless, it's helping kind of build out those communities for better chances at education. So absolutely, your money is going towards so much good being put out there. And another way that you can kind of support not just the charity, but also the just general Black in the Flash community, we have merch for this event. We've got some cool merch over at the Yeti, and we have some merch with Tantrum merchandise. You can do !Yeti and !Tantrum in chat to go to those stores. You can not only donate directly and make sure that they get your donations that way, but you can get some cool stuff and also get some Black in the Flash merch. And in most of those cases, 25 to 30% of proceeds will be still going to Race Forward. So go for it. Get you one of those cute bucket hats like what I wore yesterday. It's kind of fire.
The bucket hat swag. Let's go.
The bucket hat actually kind of clears. I'm just throwing that out there. Did you have time for any more? Or you want me to
Oh yeah, we still got a little more time.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. So we also have a $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you again for benefiting Race Forward's mission. It is greatly appreciated. I've got a $10 donation from Anonymous benefiting Race Forward. Thank you so much, chat, for all the cuteness and all the love. Again, if you want to donate to this cause, but you are in bum mode, if you're like me, I am no longer in my skirt and my cute makeup and stuff. I'm wearing a onesie and I am posted. If you are in relaxation mode, !Donate in chat so that you don't have to do a whole lot. This works even well when you're on mobile because everything's optimized for that. Just make sure you're hitting that button and hitting those incentives at the bottom so that we can make sure we get as much GDQ as we can feasibly muster. We've got a $100 donation from Uncle Gramps that says 30K, let's go. That puts us at $29,600. That gap is narrowing, chat. It is narrowing, but I think that we have some more stuff that we're ready to actually do in the game now. We're done. Oh no, we're still shooting stuff with the gummy.
Oh yeah, but this is a kind of specific gummy, so we do have a little bit to talk about here. So you see, I put the big engine on, and now the game is running at 2 frames per second. Well, classic holy G moment. But okay, it's very, very scary there because the game lags so much when you're boosting or after you're done boosting. There's like a rotating pillar in that area that if it hits you twice, like you could die. And I haven't died to it yet, thankfully. I didn't have to knock on wood. I'm still alive. But it can get really dangerous. So I gotta try to like pay close attention to where I'm going through those little rings at. But we're past that now. Now we're on the way to Hollow Bastion again for the revisit because we gotta seal that keyhole that is unleashing all the Heartless everywhere. They're going crazy now. Like pretty much all the worlds at this point in the game, they've gotten stronger Heartless. The Heartless levels have increased. damage dealt, health, all that stuff is increased now because we're at the end game and the Heartless are going wild. So Riku, he has that Ansem in him now for sure. It kind of got taken. Now we're trying to get him back. We're trying to get him back to his former self because he's not really about that life, despite saying he is. So now we gotta actually lose to this gummy mission to kind of do like a little manip that lets us get to Hollow Bastion early without having to finish the mission. Normally in Final Mix, for example, you can just hit pause, quit gummy mission, and it will unlock this. But this game is the OG version. It does not have pause and quit gummy. You have to like actually death abuse. So we death abuse a little bit early, and it kind of technically counts the gummy mission as finished. So now we finished it. We saved a little bit of time there, and we're back here.
Pretty much
I have to cut in.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have to cut in for a hot second. I'd like to inform everybody that we have an accidental 2-for-1 going right now. It appears that if you clear out the Puyo Puyo incentive, you would also reach $30,000 raised for Race Forward. That's right, both the incentive and the 30K are 400 away. So chat, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I am just saying you once again are getting a chance at those savings. That's all I wanted.
Fair enough. All right, so we got Beast and Donald in here. Putting Beast in the party because we need his big roar attack for an elevator fight later. And we're going to do a little bit of platforming here. If we platform quick enough, we can kind of catch these platforms at the right time to where we can just get up here without having to sit and wait around for them. And we're going to be doing another Dumbo skip here. Go ahead, Ninten.
Yeah, so for this Dumbo skip, it can be a bit sketchier than the other Dumbo skip we did. We'll be doing 2 more of these. But this one, we are going to dodge roll forward to try to spawn as few enemies as possible to get the red menu so we can summon Dumbo. And if we spawn the red Nocturnes, then they can snipe us off of Dumbo when we dismiss him. But hopefully Glitch was able to avoid spawning them.
Oh, I did not.
No.
Okay, well, we're going to head out for a second. I'll be right back.
We're gonna dip.
No, not the I'ma head out.
Yeah, that's really unlucky. I didn't think I went far enough to spawn them, but I guess I did. Yeah, that loses a decent amount of time. You typically don't want that to happen because now we got to do all this and go back this way, and it's kind of annoying, but it's fine. Let's try to do that again, shall we? Okay, I see it.
Yeah, there's one.
But it better not come over here.
It might despawn.
It should despawn, I swear. Yeah, this Dumbo skip has been giving me trouble lately for some reason. Oh!
Ooh.
It tried. It tried.
Yeah, that was close.
Okay, we made it. We made it. Now we got to fly across here and not get past this little switch. Oh, hey, dude. What's going on?
Why? Get that man out
He
of here.
is way too strong.
No, get lost. Get lost. Get out of here. Shoot.
Hopefully that
Alright,
takes care of
Is he
him.
gone?
Apparently not.
Hey,
Oh, maybe.
there he goes. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you just got to be making decisions on the fly. I'm like, okay, well, Blizzard does 0.01 damage, so I guess it's gravity time.
You would
but
think
Blizzard
Blizzard
was
would do
good because
more.
it's stunned. But right, yeah, it's like the counter to that thing. And I have a ton of MP, but it literally did nothing. But it did help. It stunned him, so it let me get the gravity off. Those things are really mobile, so they move around a ton. But yeah, that was a goofy moment for sure. A hook. All right.
This fight's a little sketchier than you'd
Yeah,
think.
Goofy needs to get off of the funny triangle, dude. Beast needs to be
I
here.
keep telling y'all these people are not trustworthy, and y'all just like, nah, they're good. Now they're acting like
Beast
they
got
normally
interrupted.
do.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
So that roar kind of clears. Ouch.
Oh, he
He's
has
potion
how does he
clutch.
have
Yeah, you just
bow?
smacked you.
That dude like avoided all the attacks somehow, but it's cool. We got a free ether
Nice
for
ether, though.
it.
So,
That was our payment.
okay, so I guess the the enemies that are on here, you seem to have no troubles with. But then the caster that you just got rid of with gravity, you said was like way too overpowered. So is there like the ones in this particular elevator are weaker for the actual cutscene, or what exactly is happening there?
Yeah, so, well, by the previous standards, like before we had to revisit this world, that air soldier is extremely OP. Normally, we would have knocked that thing out in like 3 hits, but it took like 3 full combos. So they are all a lot stronger than they normally are, including that guy. Beast is just so OP that he can just kind of like chunk their health, which is why we want him to stand in a particular spot and do a roar. He needs to do the roar. After that, then we want him to be positioned to where he gets as many of them in the roar as possible, but I guess that guy was just chilling off to the side somewhere and he missed the attack, so we had to kind of deal with him ourselves, and he was really strong.
Yeah, with the red Nocturne, it was because you only have Blazara instead of Blizzaga, so it doesn't really do much.
That makes sense. Yeah, we're down a bit on Blizzard upgrades. All right, so another Dumbo skip. This should be the last one. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that other Dumbo skip, I'm tired of it, man. It keeps trolling me. But it's fine. We lived. And now we do Behemoth. This fight, I think, is usually pretty easy, but it can be weird. Like, you could just take chunks of damage out of nowhere to just dumb things. Yeah, I'm going to wait to do this menu, actually. So we actually have to get the Oblivion. So this run... Yes, best Keyblade. This run is one of the few runs in Kingdom Hearts where we actually do use the Oblivion in Kingdom Hearts 1. Most of the time, we would use Oathkeeper because it gives you +2 MP. But in this game, the strength is actually more important than the magic. So we're going to do this very particular movement to manipulate the Heartless spawns to despawn later. And we're going to grab this chest up here, which is the Oblivion. So it's going to turn red again for a second, but it should go back to blue. And that's the Oblivion. So I'm going to put that on and also take off Ray of Light for White Fang. And
I'd like to I'm going to interject for a second. I do have a $100 donation from Karaoke benefiting the Race Forward cause. Thank you so much again, everybody. We're closing that gap. We're $290 away from that $30,000 milestone. Just make sure that when you are donating that you go ahead and drop that donation with an incentive attached to it. You want to make sure you're grabbing that incentive at the very bottom so that your money can go towards the incentive that you're thinking about contributing towards. We've got a $10 donation from Pachocobo. Oh, yeah, it's a Pachocobo. And it just says less than 3.
Less than 3, indeed. So this is a little bit weird. Like I said, sometimes it can get crazy on you. Goofy is not giving me MP because he's a hater. Still not doing it.
Come on, Goofy.
I'm going to get away from this.
Yeah,
Goofy's
he's not having
being
it.
a mega hater right now. I'm just
feel
gonna.
like that means he's being himself.
It does. It absolutely means that.
Oh my god. There we go.
Yeah, he's trolling. Okay, this should be fine. And he just died. Bro, my MP! Okay, it's cool. We should be able to finish this.
I think we're good.
This is really close.
No.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't jump across the universe, I'm fine. I'm just gonna burn this just in case.
Phil would be proud you jumped on its back.
Shout out to Phil. All right. So, yeah, that was weird. Like I said, sometimes that fight can just be dumb. There's, like, the similar problem that you get with your MP is, it's, like, similar to the problem that you have in the early game, where when your MP is too low, Goofy doesn't realize that you're at a point where you need magic. It's kind of like how I had, like, super low health at the beginning of the game. I didn't have a lot of max HP, and they didn't realize that I was low enough to need a heal. It's the same deal with the MP when you use the Oblivion early on, but you get a little bit more MP for the later parts of the game by putting on Ray of Light, and it kind of fixes that issue. But we can't use Ray of Light there because we need as much strength as possible to do max damage. So it's kind of unfortunate. Sometimes Goofy will just glitch out and be like, what? And we don't get magic, and the fight gets weird. But we're good to go now. We are past Hollow Bastion, and we are on to the end game. We have about 25 minutes of the run left, and it looks like you guys are doing great on the donations as well. Almost at 30K. That would be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty. And you have to remember, it's your birthday.
It
today.
would.
You have to. It would be great to bring in 30K on your birthday.
Seriously.
That even flows well together. We got $10 from Mick Blizz that says, "Yay, I donated."
Yo,
We've
thanks,
got
man.
a $15 donation from MJB Matt, our wonderful Silent Hill runner that we had
homie.
on, along with a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle runner that we had earlier today. Very happy seeing Glitch doing a Kingdom Hearts speedrun for GDQ for a great cause. Much love to the event and to all the Black and the Flash speedrunners and to all the viewers watching. You are awesome. So awesome that we're $210 away from $30,000. Again, just make sure that your donations are going towards that Puyo Puyo incentive as well. This way you can take advantage of that 2-for-1 special. We've also got a $5 donation from, does that say Bavaria Taco?
That sounds
That
so
says
fire right
Bavaria
now.
Taco. Goofy Doobie Goopin, blessed run.
True, very true.
Big even.
So this here is the last gummy, the final gummy. No more after this. We are safe from flying around. But because this is the last gummy, it gets scary. So there's all these kind of big heartless ships. These guys I don't think will one-shot you, but coming up here we have like ultra mega diamond gamer heartless ships, and they will destroy you.
I think they're
You
called
do
like
not want to
Omegas or
touch them.
something.
Yeah, that
just-
sounds accurate.
I just love that you called them Ultra Mega Diamond Gamer. That sounds like a really angry Twitch
It sounds OP.
Wait, no, it's a Twitch user waiting to join your chat to tell you about how your gummy ship isn't built. That's exactly what that is. It's the energy. Sorry, I'm being ornery now. Let me go and run your game.
There they were. Yeah, we just got past them, thankfully. If you kind of move to the top left of the screen, you can kind of manipulate them because they will just charge at you. So moving to the top left and then kind of moving your way down and around, they won't change their direction once they've started moving. So you can kind of get them off the screen away from you and just kind of keep going after that. But yeah, now we're at end of the world. So this place is just like what happens when all the worlds are fragmented and lost. This is like the remnants of everything. And we're here to confront Ansem, get our homie Riku back, meet back up with Kairi later. What am I doing? I need to make sure I have arrow. And do I have any items? No. Okay, I'm just doing a quick double check just to make sure everything's right. Because this part can get dicey. Everything is really strong here. So this is a really painful RNG fight. You want to just use gravities in the middle here, and hopefully as many of them stay in the middle as possible and don't do this. This is their desperation move. They do this to kind of counter you if you've done a lot of damage or knockback to them. And I got a lot of DMs going on here. That guy's going to DM again because he's a hater. But that's fine.
Yeah,
this
they also
fight
do
is
it
like super RNG.
if they want you to lose time.
Yes, that is their primary goal.
You said DMs, and I was like, wait, you're checking messages while you're like, how does that work? When did your hand get off the controller? I'm
Maybe in
confused.
cutscene percent, but not this one.
That's true. How far would we be right now if we still had cutscenes? Because you're closing in on the end.
Like Agrabah?
Actually,
Yeah, we'd be like finishing Agrabah, like heading over to Monstro or something like that.
oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, cutscene remover removes like 2.5
There's like 2.5
hours
hours
roughly.
ish, yeah.
My
That's
MP is very sus. I don't like this.
Why Goofy ain't sharing his MP with you now?
He's a hater, textbook hater. I don't know what else to
I
say.
see.
I take it back.
About people going and stuff. Can't even believe this.
There we go.
Absolutely out of control. Oh, I have a $29 donation from Just Ryan. It says 29 for 29. Happy birthday, Glitch.
Thank you.
Was the O because it was a good joke or not?
It's because I almost got bodied.
Okay, I was when I was like, that didn't sound like a happy O. It sounded like a I am dying. Oh yeah, let me be quiet.
No, we're good now.
Good.
We're good now.
Yeah, I didn't have a ton of magic there, so that fight went bad because, yeah,
Oh, because
Goofy hating.
Magic Pool is hating. Mm-hmm. Imagine being such a loud hater on someone's birthday during Black History Month. It couldn't be me.
Cannot believe this.
Could not be me.
All right, so now we use a cottage and we use a power up. So we'll have full HP MP for the whole party, and we have an extra bit of strength for this upcoming fight. It also helps for like the rest of the game. we've been picking up little chests here. These chests are very specific. If you open up the wrong chest, it can actually send you into an entire separate little Heartless room. So you gotta know which chest you're getting when you're picking up stuff there. I just picked up a power-up and 2 Mega Elixirs. And the Mega Elixirs we're gonna use for the last fights of the game. All right, so we're gonna hit gravity and spam some more gravities and finish them off with ours. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, while we're getting close to finishing up the game, just want to give everyone some quick updates on those numbers that they are being cute with. We are currently at $29,844. That is $156 away from the faded 30K, and we are 79% of the way through that Puyo Puyo incentive. So chat, we've got a little bit more time, and then we've got the Riftmaster, and then we're going to be saying goodbye for the evening. Do we want that 30K before we close out day 3 of Back to Black? I'm leaning yes. I'm thinking we want it. I think it's there.
That'd be a great birthday gift.
See, there you go. Birthday presents. We don't need other stuff. We just want you to donate to charity. That's the type of birthday gift you can get.
Facts. All right, so now we're entering the darkest depths. We're getting to the world terminus. So this is where all the worlds are connected to each other pretty much. And there's little portals that lead you into like miniature versions of the worlds that you've been to. Oathkeeper. Let me actually equip it this time. Okay. So yeah, these are like little mini versions of the worlds that you've been to. So there are a couple worlds that I haven't visited in this run. Atlantica, 100 Acre Wood, Olympus Coliseum. So in order to get through this area, you have to at least complete the miniature versions of the worlds that you didn't seal the keyholes for. So that means I have to do those 3 worlds. I think you always have to go to 100 Acre Woods because it's kind of like a rest stop for you to regain health and stuff. But Olympus and Atlantica's portals are something that we do have to do. And we're going to get some more Sussy Simba action for Olympus because he is actually the GOAT. So let me get him prepped, and then we're going to go in here. So we're going to just kind of summon him, and we're going to clear out the waves of Heartless with a couple specifically timed charges. So we're going to do 3 1 charges, like single tick charges. And then we're going to do full charges the rest of the way. And the reason we do those single charges is because the air soldiers are extremely fast and dangerous, and they will FNAF jump scare you. So we don't want that to happen. We just want to get rid of them like super quick. So we're going to do 1, 2, and this guy's getting dangerously close to me. I do not like this. We're going to back up a little bit and charge. Hopefully he does not smack me.
Uh-oh.
Gotta be close.
Oh, the jump
There we
scare.
go.
Okay.
And yeah, since we have 2 cheers and 8 MP, a full roar from Simba will just like kill Heartless instantly.
Yeah.
Did you say 2 cheers?
Yeah.
Yes. It's a little ability that the boys get, Donald and Goofy, and it lets your summon power get increased. So we do have 2 of those, and that does make Simba extremely powerful in this version. So he becomes a clutch god, helps us get through a bunch of stuff.
Oh, we just got a $150 donation again from Karaoke. Thank you so
thank you so much.
That puts us $6.
Yo.
$6 away from 30,000, and then the only thing left for the evening chat is going to be that Puyo Puyo incentive. Let's get into it. We can get both of them before the night ends. I believe in us. Let's go, chat.
Let's go. You guys got this.
Sorry, I was cut off. We're at 30,000.
Yo, there it is. Let's go. Shout out to you guys in chat and at home watching.
Made it to $30,019. Thank you so much for the donations and the love. It is greatly appreciated. Good job, cute chat. Absolutely killing it. 30K for Race Forward. Let's go.
Incredible work. Good job, everybody. All right. So we're almost at the end of the terminus. We took out the 2 worlds that we didn't seal the keyhole for. We're going to get a little rest stop here in 100 Acre Wood. And there's a chest with a Mega Elixir. This is one of the last ones that we grab. And we're going to grab it. And we're going to do a little bit of equipment changing here. So I'm going to put the the Oblivion back on. And I'm going to put MP Haste, not Blitz. What the heck was that, bro? MP Haste and Guard. I got to make sure I didn't mess anything up. Okay, yeah, Blitz is very bad. We don't want Blitz.
Ooh, you put on Guard now.
Yes, I do put on guard now just in case things get dangerous. But yeah, now we're good to go. I'm going to enter here, and there's going to be a ton of invisibles. I'm going to cast Arrow Frame 0 because I don't want them to come at me and destroy me. And we have to stay locked onto them here so that we can kind of clear them in a wave there. I think that was all of them.
That was it.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Very good. You want to do gravities in place and clear them all out. Same here.
Oh, hey.
Calm down, buddy. Yeah, I should have done a gravity, but I was not about to mess with a gravity cancel. Yeah, I like to go towards the wall there and kind of make them dive me. And once they dive me, they usually both get squashed by gravity. But lately, I've been getting trolled by that, so it's fine. But this is another extremely sketchy fight. This is Chernobog. This fight is a nightmare if you don't do it properly. So you guys can kind of explain this one.
Before you explain it, I would like to jump in real fast and let everyone know that we are less than $300 away from getting that Kuyo incentive. Things like this $25 donation from Level Story saying, "Hi Lance, so excited to see you on GDQ. Good luck on the Riftmaster Showcase, and you've got this. Hashtag respect the master," are helping us get towards that closing goal. So chat, we're almost there, less than $300 away. Let's do it.
Yeah, so right here, Chernobog is doing the super powerful fire attack. We try to skip that attack, but the pattern that Glitch got was like the hardest pattern to get it. But that's actually probably okay here because now you can get more damage on. And now Chernobog is going to start doing some like extremely sketchy attacks. You pretty much will always die to them. So you want to kill Chernobog before he has a chance to do anything else now. So as long as you can get him here.
Not looking good.
Yeah, another thing to note is that Glitch isn't doing finishers because the finisher animation is a little slower than just doing like regular air hits.
Okay, this is so bad. Those, oh my god.
Yeah. He's,
all right.
In the last phase, he just has like a bunch of different attacks he can do now.
This is terrible.
This one right here is really sketchy.
Yeah.
You always know how South is going. It's like the exclamations versus the flat. This is terrible.
Oh. Oh my god.
The clutch.
Sheesh.
That was my only chance of winning. If I didn't do that, I would have. It was over. 100%. No other way, dude.
Clutched it out.
That was
that was a terrible pattern.
It was hard to tell as well, but he was like you deflected like fireballs as
I did.
like that was insane.
Actual birthday blessing, bro. Oh my. Okay. Let's go.
So, and someone put out the reminder too. Make sure that when you're donating, you're adding that incentive at the very, very end there. We're less than 300 away. When you donate, click that incentive. Click it. Click, click, click.
All right. I'm sweating. That was scary, man. You can lose a lot of time dying there. Like, of all deaths to take, that is not one you want to take. So, thankfully, I didn't. All right, so we're just gonna spam gravities on this guy until he kind of stabilizes himself. Then we're gonna use some R's and rely on Goofy's infinite MP gaming. Once that happens, we just kind of keep ripping him out until we can finish this guy off. And then we're gonna get a little bit more Simba action here shortly. But yeah, these guys are like the Heartless version of the Behemoth that we fought in Hollow Bastion. They have a little bit weaker stats and resistances. So they're actually able to take a lot of damage from gravity. We can't use gravity on the original Behemoth and do that much damage. It just doesn't work. But these ones, they're treated more like regular enemies. So we can. But now we have some Dark Balls. We're just going to try to clear these guys out with fire. Takes 3 fires each. And once they're cleared out, we're going to move over to the wall with Donald and Goofy and hopefully not get blasted here. Okay, come on, boys. All right, I'm gonna pop arrow, get my summon ready, and get to the wall here. Start ripping out gravities.
You wanna, there's a lot of invisibles, I think there's 6. And it's really easy to die, especially if you don't have arrow on. So arrow is very handy to have. And then before we kill all of them, we need to make sure Donald and Goofy are alive and we have 2 MP. Because as soon as the last one is dead, we're gonna summon Simba. And we need to summon Simba in time because we're gonna use full charges to wipe out the rest of the Heartless waves, but it takes a long time to charge up.
So yeah, you pretty much want to summon Simba instantly, like immediately once that last guy dies, so that you have plenty of time and you don't have to worry about missing the timing for getting the charges off. Because yeah, charges do happen slower in this version compared to Final Mix. So we're gonna do 3 full charges.
Yeah, we're not able to see it here, but the Heartless are like they spawn pretty fast. It's a bit,
Yeah, they do.
It's a bit scary.
On this charge here, we're only going to do 4 ticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we let go early. And that's because that wave spawns super fast in particular. And if you don't let go early and stun them, they're just going to come dive you and destroy you. So we got to do an early charge and finish the waves off that way. But that is everything here. So once you get that level up, you know you're done. Everything's gone. And you're ready to go.
Yeah,
So
every charge is killing like 6 super powerful Heartless. So
Yeah.
that's really slow and difficult to do casually, or like if you don't use
Yeah.
Simba there.
Absolutely.
I don't know why it just clicked to me as you're closing out your run, but I just noticed that you don't pick up all the stuff on the ground. And I looked and was like, why isn't it coming to you? I forgot that's actually a thing you have to equip to
Yeah.
make all the like actual items and health orbs and stuff come to you. And I was like, oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 was a timeline.
Yeah, treasure magnet. Yep.
I forgot all about that. And I was like literally watching and losing my mind there for a half a second and was like, why is it just staying on the ground?
Yeah.
Treasure magnet's not on, that's why.
Exactly, yeah. And a lot of us are just kind of used to slapping on whatever equipment we get or whatever abilities we get, because a lot of them are just really good. But yeah, we only have so much or so many ability points in the run that we kind of only want to equip the things that matter. So while getting HP orbs could help a ton, using the AP for treasure magnet might not be a great idea, for example.
Yeah, and don't turn on Blitz though. That's not good.
Yeah, do not turn on Blitz. Blitz is cursed. Unless you're Sonic and you do a sick Riku 2 loop with it.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, okay, nice dodge.
You could also
All
use
right.
Blitz on Ansem too.
Really?
Actually, yeah, it really smacks them.
That's correct.
So we're gonna try to keep Ansem in this corner right here that Glitch is pushing him towards, and that's because we can use Ars Arcanum to do a bunch of hits on him whenever he summons the Guardian. Because when he summons a Guardian, you just parry off of it, you don't do any damage. But Ars does your damage, so we can do it through the Guardian. And if you time your attack after he puts the Guardian back, then it will stagger Ansem again, and we can just kind of push him back there. The only difficult part is that the party members sabotage you, like they let
The
you-
haters.
Yeah. It's actually going super well though.
It was.
Yeah. Until I said something.
Give me some MP, Goofy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yo!
Okay.
Commentator Curse continues to jack up everything.
You good, man? Come on, dude. Come over here. Wait, what are you doing, Edson? He is being crazy.
No, he doesn't want the marathon to stop, but the thing is, he knows that this is the end. So he's like, well, what if I stop?
What if I did a little trolling, just as a
Like,
treat?
The energy is in the trenches. Like, actually get out of here, Ansem.
Oh,
No
fire.
one likes you.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with his stuff right now, dude. Okay. So now the gauntlet. We cannot open our menu again after this. What we have on and what abilities we have equipped, all that stuff, that's it. So we're going to give Goofy Tornado for some good damage. Make sure all my items are good. Everything is good. And we're just going to let it rock. So
While you're finishing your setup and whatnot, I want to let everyone know we are now less than $250 away from clearing that it's the runner that did Monkey Ball, that Puyo Puyo Puzzle Pop incentive. We are at $30,103. Thank you so much, chat. I believe we're closing in on the end of this run. Can we clear the Monkey Ball before the run ends? I want to see it.
All right, coming up
right.
here is one of the hardest fights in the game, Ansem 2. We do get two-shot by everything here. Unless there's an arrow pop, maybe.
Nah, we're gonna
there's
go hard.
one.
Need that MP.
This fight, we're just gonna... He acts similarly where he'll use the Guardian, but we can move behind him to do more attacks. Depending on the pattern he gets right here, I think he's gonna charge. So that's why I put on Guard. Guard makes that really easy. You can parry that and not use Guard, but that's super sketch. And then right here, coming up, we're gonna try to skip the DM. And when he gets to 2 bars, he's gonna try to DM, which is that's his powerful attack. You can't damage him during it. Oh, there we go. So you want to time that R's at a certain point to where the middle of the R's will stagger him and prevent him from DMing. And so now he's going to do a few more things, and he's gonna try DM again, I think, after this. So hopefully we don't have to go for... Probably have to go for it. Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I figured that would happen.
That was a weird
1 DM
pattern,
is
kinda.
not that bad, but yeah, he was just up against the wall, and it was hard to get him out. If he's up against the wall and you go for the DM skip there, it just doesn't work. Like, it will fail pretty much all the time. So I was trying to get him out of the corner without losing my chance, but it was just too weird. I'm just gonna rip this and get him out of here.
There we go.
All right,
so
now
fine.
the actual hardest fight. I hate this fight. I don't care what anybody says. It's not consistent. This fight is a test of your mental. This fight is like, how well can you adapt to me just randomly deciding to change my AI on a whim and also spawning Heartless on your head? So yeah, I'm just gonna lock in.
Yeah, so this fight, the hardest part is that Ansem has like 2 different attacks he can do. This one that he's doing here is probably the best one because you have more chances to do damage. Whereas the side-by-side hit he has, you have less time to attack him during it. And we want to do as much damage as we can ASAP because if you don't, then he'll summon the Heartless, like Glitch was mentioning. I think that's probably
That's
gonna
gonna
end up
happen.
happening here. Yeah, which is
100%.
it's fine because there are ways to deal with it. Just playing it uber safe here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
So if you're far enough away, they just despawn, which is what I'm doing. Because get out of here, dude. Not dealing with it.
Welcome the darkness.
So now he's gonna do like another laser wave here. Still not quite in the next phase. Ooh, God.
I'm not playing, bro.
Yeah, so I think his like slash, if you don't have arrow on it, like will like almost one shot you basically.
Yeah.
Still confused.
Okay, I think this is a pretty good spot to be in now. He's now in the last phase where he'll just spam lasers. And so you want to do as much damage as you can before entering this part.
Don't care.
Oh, God.
He's about to start being a troll.
Yeah.
So I am going to just game out. Okay.
Okay. Well, did you use 3 elixirs?
I use like 3 items. I am
Yeah.
cooked.
Just powered
But
through.
This is a little scary.
It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I might have made something harder for myself later, but it's okay. We're living and we're chilling. Hello, gamers?
I was gonna say I like it when you lock on and it's just like, yeah, but we don't feel like hitting.
Yeah.
But that's the point of the lock on then. Why did you lock on if you were gonna clock out? I don't understand.
Trying to decide where to save
Oh,
them.
God. Yeah. This is poverty.
So poverty. Okay. It's
so
fine.
For reference, we're meant to, like, I'm used to using, like, all-6 after that fight. So having half of that many items is kind of crazy.
Uh-oh. Okay, that... What?
Oh,
Calm down, buddy. Calm down. We're chilling, okay? Okay. Hey, dude, that was cringe. Come on,
that
man.
was cheap.
That was whack.
Actually cheap.
Okay, we have just enough to do one stop. I'm doing it.
Oh no.
I need it, bro. I need arrow.
This is getting sketchier and sketchier.
It is.
Oh, the balloon heartless are always a nightmare to deal.
They are terrible.
They're awful. So, chat, if I can interject and pretend to be a commentator for a second, the balloon ones are probably one of the more iconic ones you've seen in artwork and whatnot. But when you get to that point in the game, that's when it stops being fun anymore. Because now you're like in serious territory. And it's like now we have angry heartless. The other ones were at least cute. These ones actually suck.
Oh, yeah.
They're just violent and angry and they're chompy. They don't even have hands and stuff. They're just like, nah, 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 nah. Imagine just something gnawing at your ankles nonstop. But it isn't like a gnaw, it's more like an actual chomp. No, I hate those dudes.
They're bad.
That's nightmare fuel. That's nightmare fuel. I just realized what you were killing and I'm like, nope, I'd rather be on the boss.
Yeah, their little dash attack thing where they just sprint across the screen is horrible to deal with.
But hey, you got your MP pool back at least.
I did for a very short time before he gets immediately bodied.
Well, as long as he puts in some work before that happens, we will forgive him.
True.
Goofy, you have a shield. Block. Sorry, now it's like I'm playing the game. Well,
things are getting very sketchy. I'm running out of arrow. I need to get some more magic. Okay. Trying to avoid taking damage if I can.
Usually a pretty good idea.
I don't recommend face tanking.
I feel like I have to use it here.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You just have to hope you get a drop now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because, like, dude, the invisibles are so cracked. Like, they will destroy you if you don't have any magic. I have to. I'm using arrow too. I'm not gonna risk it on anything stupid. Alright, the reason I didn't do gravity is because Goofy has been having the habit of just like launching those guys to the side, like instantly. So I'm like, well, I'll match the energy, bro.
I think that's the other reason why I always got so angry about them as teammates, because you had Dolan who's not healing, but it's like, and I'm like, dude, I just need a band-aid. My limbs are falling off, my children are starving. Like, what is happening right now? But
Exactly.
seeing Goofy just being off in like another area of the map, it's like, I don't know what you're fighting, but I need you to come over here. He's like charging into the wall. He's like standing there or doing the slow walk with the shield. And I'm like, bro, we are fighting right now. What?
It's your time to come and clutch, man. Like, come on.
This is really scary because we have no items.
Yeah.
And entering the final fight, we're supposed to have two.
At least
We're supposed to have at least
but
one, yeah. As long as I have enough for arrow, I'm chilling. Goofy can just get bodied and get MP raged or something, but I need some arrow, bro. Okay, and Donald needs to do something too. This is his time to shine and prove the haters wrong, and he's not doing it. Classic. He did it late. Okay, I'm gonna do something really goofy.
Oh god.
Oh.
playing it real safe.
Oh yeah.
I'm worried about after this though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit cringe, but they're getting a lot of MP back for this.
I'm like watching, but also mildly holding my breath. It's like when I was doing the, God, I don't even remember what runs I've commentated for. Oh, I'm in shambles.
So when your Ansem is actually absorbing your MP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The curse.
Yeah. Okay, it's gone now. I don't really know what he does now. Just spam lasers.
Yeah.
Bats.
Oh.
I need you, Donald. Goofy, someone help me. Oh, dude. No! It was so close to deathless.
So close.
Okay, so I was gonna ask about that if you were about to be deathless, because you had what, like 2 phases left?
I had like maybe 2 combos left but the boys were not coming through. It's okay.
Can we get some hate for Donald and Goofy? Because I support that. This is y'all's fault. Although it does at least spawn you at the final phase.
Yes, and with full everything.
But
So
not
that
my
is
items.
helpful. Yeah, not my items.
That's real.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, Wafer. The boys did nothing.
They did not come through for me.
Proving the haters wrong. This is why I'm a hater. Y'all needed to show up and clock in, and y'all was just like gorsh and just sat. Bums. Sorry.
No, you're just spitting facts right now.
Myself.
They're always so late, man.
I think that's the biggest thing about the AI of Kingdom Hearts that always kind of frustrated me, even when I was younger.
Time.
There we go, time.
Oh my god, you are actually about to be deathless. I am so aggravated for you.
Dude, you have no idea. That would have been the first ever Deathless Expert run in history. And these
you
barn
were the
animals.
Not barn animals.
These
Yikes.
barn animals, man.
Yikes! But also real, because y'all had one job.
One job.
Uno, for the birthday no less, actually had your birthday ruined by Disney. Can't believe this.
I can. Honestly, that happens quite often.
We can believe it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
we get the answer to the
okay.
question of what Kingdom Hearts is now, but go ahead, PT.
I was gonna say, while we're waiting for that answer to be fulfilled, allegedly, you can go ahead and tell us, who do you want to thank? Who do you want to give shout outs to? And good job on the run, even though you had farmland animals hating you at the end.
Thank you so much. Well, there's a lot of people I want to shout out. First and foremost, shout out Matt for letting me know about Back to Black and the awesome community you guys have over there on that side of the GDQ things. It's been awesome running for you all, and you guys are a blast to be around and to raise money with for a good cause. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the charity Race Forward for doing amazing things for the Black community and people of color. And on to the homies. Shout out to everybody commentating with me right now. Ninten, Wyatt, you guys are the boys. It's always fun doing Kingdom Hearts stuff with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for having
absolutely.
And
Shout out to
everyone
the
go,
Glitched gamers as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, everyone go follow Glitch because he's a gamer.
Exactly, yeah.
He's like the GOAT of this game. It's crazy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, shout out to the Glitched gamers, the people who do follow me, the homies in my community who've been with me on this journey for the past 4 years. It has been a long time in the making. I've been wanting to show this game off at GDQ for a very long time, and it's awesome to be able to do that and lead into my birthday at the same time, no less. So shout out to all y'all Glitched gamers, you guys in the chat, my buddy Roxas, my buddy Alex, Tyler, everyone who's watching from the Smash community that I've been a part of for 10 years. I'm doing gaming things still, so shout out to y'all. And last of all, shout out to the Cage community. You guys are goated, keeping this game alive, keeping the spirit alive, and just bringing this game to new heights all the time and new audiences. Shout out to all of y'all. But that's about it for me. How about you guys, commentators? Anything you guys want to shout out or say?
Just that it's really awesome we're able to show off this version of the game because usually we are able to show off the newer PC ports, which are great, but this version has its own charm to it because it's pretty different to the newer ones.
Yeah, exactly. It's just really cool to be able to show off this game with the cutscene skips. Like, that's always kind of just been like a dream of ours.
Yeah, speaking of that, final shout out, Silent Hill 2 Luck for making the cutscene skip mod. This would not be possible without you, bro. You're a real one. Best PS2 modder of all time. I'll say it right now. Thank you, man.
And take care of her. Are they responsible for the Bloodborne 60 frame mod? Because that would make a lot of sense.
I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to ask. But yeah, Shirtless Mickey drop incoming. Might have to play 0.2 to get the lore on what happened to his shirt, but yeah, that's the thing.
I always just enjoyed Mickey once you got the 2-4 because I think the most hype moment for me in 2, which we're about to go watch chat BT dubs, was when you're playing the game casually and you take the L and that percentage chance procs where you get the text on the white screen saying, do you need some assistance? And it's Mickey Mouse
Right?
pulling up with the hood.
Bro.
Yo, that was so fire. Not
Legendary.
Nothing else matters. Nothing matters. Mickey pulled up with the hood up.
No, that literally blew my mind as a kid. I was insanely hyped the first time that happened.
Yes. Oh my God, that was so good. But yeah, shirtless Mickey, despite being canon, is a kind of a thing that happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So real quick, I have a question for you, PT. I'm not sure. I assume that we're going to be getting things moving for the next run. Are we going to be chilling for a bit to have this play out, this little cutscene, or should I skip right to the battle report just so that I can see?
I've been told the answer is yes, we can.
Okay,
watch
cool.
The cutscene.
Awesome. Well, here it is in all of its original PS2 glory. Look how good this looks, man. This game is from 2002.
I promise.
Just let that soak
It's
in.
incredible.
I know you will.
I have to say, despite the fact that I don't have as good of feelings about them as a company these days, Squaresoft and the early Square Enix games, you will never catch them making an ugly game.
Oh, nah.
Know that. Someone who says this Square Enix game is ugly, bona fide hater. Actually, bona fide hater. Because I don't think that that's in their bones. You can say some other stuff and get away with it, but an ugly Square game, nah, that's not a thing.
It's just not possible. Especially not in that early era. Nah, the drip was immaculate. Shout out to Tetsuya Nomura, goated character designer.
All them belts and zippers and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a timeline. I played Kingdom Hearts 3 live on my channel, and we were talking about them bags. It's like they just really put zippers on everything. My favorite zipper is the one on Donald's hat. And that's my final question before we
What's your
switch over
favorite zipper?
officially. What's your favorite zipper design? You can't say Lulu belts. That don't count. The Lulu belts are gas. No one gets to say that. My favorite zipper is the Donald hat zipper.
I was about to say.
That's a pretty good one.
Function.
That's
No
definitely a good one.
Functionality.
It's strictly there for the drip, nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah, some say his brains are hidden behind the zipper, but maybe that's just Halloween Town vibes. I don't know.
That sound like it. I mean, you unzip stuff there and you don't know what's coming out. Maybe it's organs, maybe it's critters, might be candy.
We don't
Just
know.
open it up and see. But we're gonna let this cutscene play fully all the way. I also love that the island that they reference throughout the entire game, I think, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on this, the only time you ever actually earnestly play on the island is in this game. Any other time, it's like a passing dream, a nightmare.
Yeah.
Or it's like a facade. You never come back here, even though that's supposedly the root of how all this got kicked off.
Yeah, it's always some like alternate version of it or replication of it somehow. I was thinking like, oh yeah, well, Chain of Memories, but that's literally Castle Oblivion. So like, yeah, it's a copy.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think you ever play it again.
that's a good point. Yeah, that was the spot, man. I remember being a kid playing this game, little 5-year-old me, booting up my level 2 Destiny Island save, even though I had to save at like level 70 in the game just to chill on the island with the homies. Like I said, like I used to go to the beach all the time as a kid, living next to it in Florida. And I don't know, I just related to these guys a lot. Like something about just chilling on the beach, fighting your homies with wooden swords, collecting coconuts. I mean, we don't have coconuts here, but you know what I'm saying? Like just foraging and doing little kid stuff like that. Like I just loved that as a kid. So shout out to Destiny Islands. It's a great spot.
Someone in chat said Lulu Bells count. I explicitly said, what is your favorite zipper? A belt
Wild
is
question.
not a zipper. Listen, but it's valid, especially considering the design of these games and whatnot. What's your favorite zipper, though? But with that, I do want to say thank you so much for bringing us this expert level showcase. Chat, you worked really hard to get the expert level. Was it worth it? I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because we almost had a world first actually.